every time you try to fuck?
Every time I'm trying to cheat on my girlfriend, she's just like, will you stop doing that? Oh, I need you to be a good person. I'm just like, baby, that's not who I was when you met me, and it's not who I'm going to become now that we're together.
She's got one of those weird tics, I guess. She doesn't like that?
I know, it's got that weird, it's kind of weird actually having a girlfriend now because, before I was just being a whore, and then,
There's much talked about you being a whore. Since I've been in the scene, I've not seen you whored up yet.
Because, okay, you know it's funny that you bring that up. Because, bro, doing comedy and stuff, one of my favorite lines from Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo, was when he's at the front of the line. I
love the start of the sentence.
One of the first, he's in the front of the line at the fish store trying to chat it up with the lady, and you just hear, "Hey buddy," and there's an old lady, and then giant line behind him. He's like, "Try to get laid on your own fucking time," and I'm like, I totally get that because it's I'm not going out at the open mics, just I'm here to crush some puss and do comedy. And I just did my set, baby, so I'm here.
So doing comedy is out, so I might as well try to fuck some puss.
I mean, don't use comedy to go out there and try to smash, bro. I mean,
that's the only reason to do comedy.
Look, comedy gets you laid if you're good at it. I'm never good at it.
I cannot confirm or deny that.
Man, it's this has a real, garbage disposal aftertaste.
That's what I told you I didn't like it. Don't judge me. I'm not even a white wine person. I had somebody over that was a wine drinker and uneducated purchase. I was like, hey, I'll be nice. Have something that they might like, and backfired miserably.
Oh yeah,
because it tastes terrible. I mean, she thought it was fine, but I was not a fan.
People who enjoy it's how we can it's how we can be okay, bro. I could have a hipster beer, or I could just have some fucking Keystone. I'm here to party. They're the same way with their wine, I guess.
Oh, for sure.
But all right, I guess I should introduce my guest. That'd be the proper way to do it. So it's you've heard about him since the first time I started recording this shit. The man, the myth, the legend. I'm happy to say, we squashed the beef. We're in the process of squashing the beef. You know what I mean? I'm trying to grow as a person. It's 2021. I can't be ignorant all the time, bro. I'm almost 30. 4 years from now, I'll be 30. I need to get it together. You know what I mean? So it's just in the spirit of crushing the beef, and I'm here with my boy now. Hopefully we can reach a conclusion. Give it up for Adam Radliff, y'all.
Thanks for having me, Jamal.
I came for you. I sought, I fought, and here I is. And now, Adam, I just apologize to me.
You know what? The first time I saw it came to my attention. I forgot for a second that we were Facebook friends because I had you on snooze so many times, and I got word from a couple of friends dude, Jamal's coming for you, and then I was like, who the fuck's Jamal? And then when I finally see this video, I was like, who the fuck is this Slade Ham looking motherfucker coming at my ass online? And then I never got an explanation as to what I had done or said to have you coming for him, but fucking bring that shit.
Bring that shit?
Bring it.
You're pretty intense about being hey, handsome guy with a beard, come for my ass. It's bro, take it to you to make a beef game, bro. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus. way to make a beef real soy, you know what I mean?
This is when you need the button that can be oh, that was some lame shit.
I will never admit defeat. That's why I'm a winner.
Fair enough. I told you Koo was going to love that button. Was that wrong?
Oh, no. Oh, God. I know, dude. I love it. I mean, honestly, I have a clip I need to release from the solo one I just did. So I'm sitting there pondering. I'm sitting there wondering why a lot of people, not a lot of people, but like that one guy who I denied access to that open mic because he was yelling at me.
Yep, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I haven't named his name because that's a real beef, I guess. But I was I was sitting there wondering, I'm trying to see what kind of perception I'm putting out there into the world that makes these motherfuckers want to come for me, bro. What is it? Because it was I was really torn apart from it because it was it feels like people want to kill me, but then I had a surprise party for my birthday, so I'm so people do like me.
Yeah,
you know. Then so I was sitting there, so what is
Sam literally paid us each $200 to be there.
Dude,
I'm kidding. We were all happy.
Sugar mama.
We can fake beef this all that we need to, but Jamal, You know I love your ass.
Yeah, we're homies.
Everyone was excited to support your birthday.
Yeah, so one of my favorite things that I had said was just like, yeah, so I got all this going on, and like some people, I'm just like letting like the small things like just cloud my whole thing, but I'm sitting there just like, what am I supposed to do? Kill myself? Damn it! It worked in the.
Did you want the clap noise?
It worked. It worked in the clip. Like, what am I supposed to do? Kill myself? And it worked out perfectly. And I was like, I need that to be a clip. But then if I posted that out, my family members would be like, Molly, you can't joke about that.
Yeah, your family members are irrationally supportive of you, I would say. I think I've heard you. I don't know if you talked about it on here or just on your like in a set where you're talking about your mom's like you need to get that voice out there.
My mom's idea of like getting me like out there and exposure is like you need to stop fucking around and put out a video of you covering a song so it can go
This
viral.
is some Selena logic. Like your mom.
She's like, I know the music industry.
Exactly. What do you mean she knows the music industry?
That's what she says. That's just what I know the music.
And by that she means she listens to the radio.
Exactly. And she's like, I know what people share on Facebook, and it's like there was this little girl, Molly. Who made it big off TikTok, and it's like I don't.
Oh my god!
And it's just like, bro, and I come out. I was like, can I just like? I think it's cooler when a band like establishes themselves just a little bit and be like, hey, look, they actually like covered this Strokes song or something. That's pretty cool of them. She's like, so you just don't like fucking listening to me, do you?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm starting to side with your mom here. Like,
okay, whatever.
What's this bullshit we got to be established first? You can get yourself. You can get the respect later. Like, let's see. What's the name of that dude that boxed the shit out of that NBA player?
Yeah, but he won.
Exactly. So everyone shit on him because he got fame first.
No, but it was just like, bro, that was just like a dude who like it's not like he just started boxing.
You think Caitlyn Jenner is pissed off that Kim Kardashian fucked Ray J? Like, oh, you should have been something before you became a world famous celebrity.
I didn't think about it like that because I don't think about stupid shit like that. Well, I don't know. Bro.
Your mom's thinking about it like that. She's the only one looking out for you.
I get. But I just love the intensity of it. She's just like, so you're just not going to fucking listen to me. And I'm just like, bro, it's not like I'm saying, no, Mom, I won't pay rent. Like, you know I'm just saying, you know.
That's really what she's getting at.
But I'm just like, yo,
get some of this money going here.
Money. Okay, no. Do you want me to be a fucking artist, a musician, an actor, or do you want me to give you some money?
I really do think that this TikTok and YouTube thing has fucked up adults. Because my dad, I can't tell you how many times I've had a conversation with him about, they get some kind of weird, sick fascination, and they'll like look into it. Like people who are like kids that, you know, they're in middle school, they make these unwrapping tapes, and they're making millions of dollars. Like it's the easiest thing in the world to do. And they're like,
well, he's kind of fell into being a millionaire. Tight.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, why can't you do it? Why don't you just make something that's huge on YouTube? I'm like, motherfucker, why don't you make something that's huge on YouTube?
If it's so fucking easy. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, as far as like, I think parents are closer to the kids who just fall into something amazing on the internet than we are. You know what I mean? I feel like personality-wise and like mentality-wise, it's just like, yeah, an idiot just goofing around doing nothing and not trying to be famous. Y'all should be the ones famous because we're actually trying out here. God damn it! I bought podcasting equipment, and you know, and that's why I do the thing where I'm just like, hey, y'all support the channel because most people are like, hey, you know, like support us on Patreon or Anchor, and so we can buy more equipment. Now I spent the money. That's why I'm poor. I really like the way I sound, baby. That's because I spent my unemployment money on that bullshit. Yeah. And nobody wants to donate shit, bro. I had to like change my Cash App settings because some motherfucker thought it was funny to send me a request.
That's actually pretty funny.
That was hilarious. Yeah. I laughed really hard. I was like, I'd have done the same thing, bro.
Yeah, that's fucking actually kind of genius.
Yeah.
Like whenever Mitch McConnell was getting all that shit and people were sending him requests, so he had to shut down his Venmo.
Exactly.
Oh, like, that was genius. Because think about it. If it works once, that's money that you didn't have somewhere else. But that's kind of shit that kind of makes you regret ever putting out your information.
That, man, I still struggle with. Hey, man,
comedy?
No.
No.
I've always struggled with it, man. It hasn't ever changed. No, but it's like I'm struggling right now really hard with. Do I want to do like the stage name thing? Because I'm like, Do I want motherfuckers to know my name?
Jamal, if you do a stage name, first off, Jamal Rahal sounds like a stage name,
But it's my real name.
but it's super memorable.
I know.
It fucking rhymes.
That's why I can't. I was like, my hack name would be my middle name, and my
What's your middle name?
Ali would be my first name would be my middle name, and then my last name would be my grandmother's maiden name.
Jamal Ali.
No, it would be Ali Trevino.
What?
That's my hack. Like, I'm gonna like just become like a public figure name. So like, if you gonna look me up, or I bet, God willing, I get like a writing job, and they're like, "Hey, bro, we want you to write Frozen 5." I'm like, "Hell yeah, dog!" It's like, but we can't have
aiming high. I see.
It's like, but it's like we can't have you, Jamal Rahal being the credit behind this. It's like, hey, bro, Ali Trevino, he's squeaky clean, bro. No one's gonna look too into it.
Trevino.
It'll be a meme at this point. It'll be a meme at that point. I've never seen Ali and Jamal in the same room. Am I wrong?
Hey, I would say don't listen to me. Whatever your mom says, that's probably what's best. But I think Jamal Rahal is super memorable. Ali Trevino, that sounds so generic that it would disappear into the ether. So if you're gonna do stage shit, Jamal Rahal would be the way to go, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just like, maybe I'm just like, is adulthood like listening to your mom more? What was your thing?
My parents never really gave me any advice. Definitely not towards comedy. Every once in a while, my dad will like call me up and tell me like this anecdote from my childhood. It's like, oh, this would make a good joke, and I'm like, no, not at all.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to crush his dreams. I mean,
you got your own dreams to ruin.
Exactly.
Dude, my mom sometimes will like, you have like a goofy moment, just like a natural moment with your family. And they're like, that's what you should talk about on stage. I'm like, what? A natural moment that I could, you had to be there moment?
1,000%. Not only would you have to be there, you would have to know how out of character something was. And also,
you got to know my mom. She'd be great. Like, if you knew my mom.
Exactly.
you
should try to do like a 5-minute concept set of all of those jokes. Just, and at the end, be like, this is why we don't listen to your dumb fucking suggestions. I could probably talk Drew Hallway into doing that.
Half of that just seems like it's set. It's just like him, just like, oh, these are all my first ideas, or I could just blame it on my parents. Like, it's like, I think that's why, like, for a little while, I felt really good about just like going out a lot recently, like especially before like December, like just basically Christmas break, because like I was just like, all right. I have like this amount of time, these jokes that like I've said a million times, I know that they work on shows and stuff. Now it's just like really force myself to just like write some shit out and then go out there and make it work.
Right.
So I think now I have like I think like in a few months of like I'm like, all right, 5 minutes of like stuff I can continue working on now out of all that bullshit, but just like I was like in this fog, bro, because like I had to like we were supposed to do this last week, but I was just like, hold on, my chest don't feel right. I'm gonna stay home for a week, and I'm sitting there just felt like I was watching the world go by, and I was driving myself insane. Just sitting there, I need to work on my comedy, but I'm just staying in here quarantined, and it was just making me lose my mind. And Sunday when I went out, I was like, I'm just gonna go out here and bomb. And like the ramblings of a madman, because it's like old stuff mixed with new stuff. Right. I'm just like, yeah, let's do this. Like this looks cool, and it looked like a manifesto. And I went up there, and it was just fun. And thank fucking God, it was just easy and fun.
So the new stuff worked?
Yes, and then and it was just, I'm trying to force myself to be more. And I guess what it is, that I guess I was just like kind of in a fog, trying to force myself to like be more in the moment and be more like, hey bro, ask the crowd something, stop reciting shit, be looser. You're theater kidding this shit way too hard right now. You need to like not be a robot when you're up there. You need to like engage, like just had a good moment where like like I asked somebody like, hey, what is your favorite this? I'm like looking at someone, and then someone else is like, or like, do you like this? And then someone from far away was like, yes. I'm like, I wasn't fucking asking you, and like it got a good pop. So right, like, cool. Right. And he just learned to like calm down, seize the moment, talk to someone, and like not be afraid.
Calm down, and
but not be afraid.
Go off on somebody.
But not be afraid to like first and like have that initial like engagement with that person.
Right.
So it's just like I need to like let the crowd know, like, hey, no, yeah, I'm not just like reciting this like I do in my room in front of the mirror. Like, I need to let y'all know I know that y'all are here.
Hell yeah. Like, even Huggins was talking about that recently. He was, like, started working into, like, being, just, like you said, less of a reciting stuff and more, like, in the moment, making people feel like they're involved.
Yeah.
And if he's learning that what is he, like 60, 70 something, 71?
I think he just turned 70. Well, just recently 70, yeah.
And it's not like he's learning for the first time. I heard that he used to do just crowd work.
Okay, that's cool.
But like obviously he got away from that,
Right.
but now he's reincorporating it. And so yeah, you're always learning, and I think that's a more fun way of doing it for sure.
And what was fun was like, let's say I like had like 5 or 7 like bullet points that I was like, these are the things I want to work on. You know what I mean? Like I had so much time to let shit breathe, and like so it was like 3 things that were new. Well, basically it was just like, even though like they were oldish jokes, it's like the way I was going about them was new. It made them new again, as in like I need to look at my phone to make this work kind of shit. So it's just like basically the 3 things I was trying to work on were all I needed to say, because like just filler shit, letting stuff breathe, being engaging with the crowd filled in the rest of the time.
Yeah, shockingly a lot of the time.
And yeah, so I'm just like, I need to be more in the moment, more present, breathe and shit. So that's what I'm trying to learn. And you know, and I'm sitting there trying to, I don't know, bro. I wish I was the comic that Drunk Will Loden thinks I am.
Yeah, he's ultra supportive. He's a great dude.
Mm-hmm.
He gives good advice, and he was one of my favorite podcast guests on No Country for Old Men, or Middle Aged Men. Check it out. But he got pretty tipsy on the podcast.
Fuck yeah.
So he's ultra supportive to the point where I'm like, do you really believe that, or are you just being really friendly because you're a little tipsy?
I know, right? But then again,
maybe that's just my insecurity talking.
I know. And you know, I think I said it in the last one when I was by myself, but like it really hit me when like earlier in the year, I think it was at a New Year's party. Mm-hmm. Like I had made a self-deprecating joke. It was like all right, but then like somebody had to be like, hey, but like let's work on that confidence this year, huh, bud? And I was like, is that obvious? Is that y'all can see it on me? It's like you smell it on your body, you know. So I'm just like, all right, like just like do that more, like you know, just like. I just feel like I'm up here, and I'm just like, bro, I'd rather, you know, and it's kind of fucked up, right? But I'm gonna say it without naming names. But there's some people that we're fucking cool with that are like pretty solid like human beings, but you know they just go up there and they just suck all the time, and then like they're unfazed afterwards, like and no one talks to them like they do or anything like that, because they're just like you know just like yeah, dude, just like, I'm just trying again, you know. So I'm just like, that's what I need to stop being so hard on myself, and whilst like not being too easy on myself.
For sure. Yeah, no, I completely get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's I would rather be ultra critical at the risk of like eating away at some of your confidence, versus being not critical enough at the risk of never getting better.
Oh yeah, bro, arrogant Jamal, bro. That's the motherfucker that gets DWIs. You know what I mean? That's how you get it. Do it.
Can we ham more that?
I know, right?
I almost did it, and I was like, you never touch another person's mixer.
I was like, you never touch a black man's mixer. Yeah. Oh, my God. I fucking love Rush Hour. God.
You're the only person who loves Rush Hour.
I love all 3 of them.
There's 3 of them?
Yep. You know there is. Shut up.
I know they had a Western one.
No, they didn't.
I know that was Owen Wilson.
But I love that movie, too. And its sequel. That movie... I miss buddy movies like that, bro.
Me too. They were fun.
God damn. What was one? I feel like I just watched one that was like.
Does Turner and Hooch count as a buddy movie?
Yeah.
Even the one's a dog.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. That's some squad shit, bro.
Was Turner or Hooch the dog?
I never saw it. I was just trying to be cool.
I figured, I was like, man, you're actually pretty young to have watched that movie.
I didn't see it.
Because that was before my time.
So I was sitting there wondering, I was just like, hey, bro, like, did I watch buddy comedy too? Back to back the other night, I got fucking, after like a week of not drinking, because I was like, just trying to like let my liver heal and like get the toxins out of my body. I got fucking hammered, smoked so hard. Had never done this before at this age. To these movies
at this age,
because like I grew up watching these movies and I hadn't had a chance to actually like, this is stuff I watched with like my brother who doesn't do drugs or anything like that, and my parents. So it's like I never had a chance to actually sit down by myself, get nice and hammered, nice and high, and just watch this. It was Tommy Boy and Black Sheep back to back.
Oh hell yeah! I was
just like, God damn it, I love those movies.
I was about to say, if you said one negative word about either one of those movies,
oh no, I would never.
I was like, the beef is back on fully.
All right. We could talk about those movies in a sec. I'm going to stop right quick. I forgot.
Do you actually go back and do this?
Yeah. I actually, it's so funny. 1, 2, 3. I'm in. Okay, right. You know what's so funny? I just realized I didn't do that the first time.
Is that bad?
No, it just makes okay. So the best thing about doing having a camera. So we switched to my iPhone because what's the point of having 2 batteries?
His camera had seen enough of me. It was out.
But it's kind of pissing me off that my iPhone 12 is a better picture. It shows you my lack of hairline a lot more. I don't like that. But no. So
you told me that was just stress. It's all coming back, baby.
It is, baby. Bro. You know what's crazy? Okay, so it's
folks, this is exactly what I told myself.
So, yeah, but that was 40 years ago, dude. Shut up. But okay, man, we've been drinking. Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
You know what it is, how it is. To Adam Radliff. To no country for middle-aged men.
Thank you. You don't see any of his other guests drinking wine out here.
Nah, bro.
I'm trying to sophisticate.
And I'm not even going to lie, bro. And I think it's because we started getting a little bit tipsy. We're into it now. But I'm bro, that's actually starting to hit. I'm actually starting to enjoy my little wine, bro. I feel like my heat... Your face is red. We're getting wine drunk. I feel it.
Speaking of red, so my face will turn red. I was thinking about this a second ago. My face turns red all the time. Actually, my ears will turn bright red. I think it's come down from the medication I take. Mm-hmm. But I need to have a joke that addresses that. Because a lot of times I'll be on stage and people are just fucking red ass ears. You might as well have a joke that addresses it. But it gets into kind of what you were saying earlier. Mm-hmm. How much self-deprecating humor do I want to have? Because a lot of my humor is self-deprecating. Yeah. Which I think if it's funny and it's not and it's clear that you don't want to kill yourself, I think it's not a bad thing.
I think the thing that goes for you is because you could probably pull back a little self-deprecating. It kind of digs you out, but it's easier. But but it's kind of like that thing where it's you don't do that thing. Okay, it's I don't want to say names, but there's some people, there's some open micros or whatever the fuck. There was one the other day, when I was hosting, it was crazy as hell. He was and we're all open micers, all right? I'm just saying.
Same,
okay,
yeah.
So I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I am. But you know what I mean? You know what it is. But it's these dudes. It's dudes who go up there and they're yeah. So I was on this date with this chick and then blah. I was talking to this girl and it's that motherfucker's never talked to a girl in his life. He is lying his ass off. Who the fuck do you think you are? This motherfucker is lying, bro. There was this one dude straight up. He was just yeah, you don't get laid from comedy. Comedy hasn't made me more friends and put me in better shape. And I lean over, me and Victor Tran are both about to turn to each other, and we're just, but at the same time, we're I lost a lot of weight doing comedy. I get laid all the time doing this. This is cool. I don't know what the fuck this is talking about. No, but it's so you don't do that thing. You're
you're not conversely, you get laid because you're attractive.
Thank you. And I'm a nice person. I'm kind of.
No, that's definitely not the case.
On, man. I be saying shit damn girl, I like what you did with your eyebrows today. They's fucking popping at me. Well, I like your little wingtips. That's a weapon. Oh, hold up, bitch. You gonna cut me with them sharp ass things. You be oh my God, you noticed my makeup, daddy?
Yeah, see, but that goes to that's not your comedy necessarily that's getting you laid. That's just you being a good flirter.
I suppose. I don't know. I'm also full of shit with everything I say. But anyways, what I'm saying, you don't go too self-deprecating. Mm-hmm. And you don't go too low. You don't go anywhere near it higher like these crazy motherfuckers do. So I think what I'm saying is you can give yourself a little room to get a little higher. But you know what I mean? Because because it's this. Bro. I'm gonna talk about dating. I talk about my new set that I'm trying to really. it's all dating material. But I'm yeah. So it's oh, you're just talking about oh, you're you have a lot to talk about with dating. Does that mean you date a lot? No, that means I'm a goof at this shit. And I'm still fucking up at this stuff. So it's it's
relatable too.
It's relatable, so it's just it's not self-deprecating to be oh yeah, my dating life's bad. But it's also not braggadocious to be I date a lot. But it's just find the balance into it.
Yeah, so
it's almost extremes aren't the way to go out in life. You know what I mean?
But then again, for comedy, you almost have to go to extremes, or else it's not absurd enough to be funny. If you're just I go on these dates.
I'm not up there trying to make points, bro. I am sure. I
want to laugh.
I am pure. I love absurdist humor, and absurdism means a lot to me. It could be just some nonsense, but nonsense means a lot to me. So it's saying this, I'm right, why do women get a chance to talk? That's absurdist to me because who believes that?
Right, yeah.
And so, but it's just but that could go from a misogyny to just hey man, I like Spider-Man movies. I'm never gonna stop liking Spider-Man. So why does my girlfriend get mad at me that I don't want to watch the Goofy movie? God damn it! I don't know. So.
Who the fuck wants to watch the Goofy movie?
It's just like.
I never saw it.
I never saw it either. I don't like it. I don't like Disney stuff really. And like I was talking about it like in a joke last night that I was working on. I can never get it to work. And I was like, oh, let me make it about this or that, and I can make it work about this because it's just like I don't like Disney Plus because I don't want to get away with the joke, but it's like I don't like Disney Plus because of that. And I'm like, sorry, I want to watch Spider-Man and not the fucking Goofy movie. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to aspire to be something hopeful, not a weird dog that goes cookie.
Is that a Goofy reference?
You know how Goofy sounds.
I just told you I didn't see the movie.
He's also been alive longer than both of us, the character that is Goofy. Yeah. What is Goofy, bro? Like, what if, like, your pet...
I'll tell you what's Goofy is you thought I knew what Goofy sounded like.
He's a dog.
I'm 35 years old, Jamal. I don't listen to this shit. I don't have any kids I'm taking care of that have me having to watch this shit all day, every day.
Bro. I mean, you're talking about these young ladies. They're not children, Adam. They're of age. Okay, hold on.
Well, if I was still watching the Goofy movie, people should and would be thinking, like, why the fuck is this guy watching these movies? That being said, I did watch Rango literally yesterday.
That shit slaps.
And it was really good.
One of my favorite lines is like, with reptiles, we got to stick together. I'm an amphibian. Ain't no shame in that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's
funny. That movie was very funny.
That's the one thing I love saying to people. They tell me something I don't respond. I'm like, ain't no shame in that. But like,
exactly.
So it's like Goofy having a dog is like you having a smaller black guy as a pet. Like
I don't know if that analogy works.
I said bald guy. I meant bald guy. I said black guy.
He 100% said black guy, folks.
I meant bald guy, but I said black guy because you know what I mean. Adam's racist.
I most certainly am not, but go
on. He is sexist. I'll give him that much.
What was that?
He's racist. He's sexist. Give it up for Adam Radliff.
Right. Don't make that the clip that you put out for everybody.
I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be like, all right, I meant this, or whatever.
Are you on Clubhouse?
What is that?
Exactly.
Clubhouse.
Anyone listening, the fact that I am on Clubhouse and Jamal is not.
What's Clubhouse?
Exactly. Look it up.
Explain. I'm not gonna look it up, bro. My phone's the camera.
It just shows that one of us is an ally and one of us isn't.
What does that mean, bro? Like, you can't be talking about your allies, who you're unified with, and stuff like that, bro.
Listeners, Jamal Rahal taking it all, or not taking it all.
Yeah.
Cover it all with Jamal Rahal.
Adam, you're talking about a group of people that look like you taking it all. That's weird, dude. I don't know what you mean. I don't know about your allies and who you're aligned with. You see how I'm just trying to backtrack and just cover my steps with nothing?
You're trying to recover for the fact that, you're not down for the cause, which is fine.
No, it has something to do with the fact that you, I'm madly in love with black women.
I like them, just like I like all women. Because I don't discriminate.
You don't like
America.
all women, bro.
That's not true.
No.
I mean, just because I haven't brought any...
He loves and only is exclusive. Ladies, let me put you out there. Let me put the message out there to you ladies. You want yourself a nice woke man who ain't gonna be preaching to you, who knows how to listen to your problems, who's down for the cause. He's down to everything. Anything you gotta tell him, he's gonna listen to it. And he's gonna make shit happen because he's a white man. And goddamn, he'll do it.
Your stock is at an all-time low right now. We are the opposite of GameStop right now. The white people stock plummeting.
And we're trying to make it come back. Thanks to my friend. You need a light-skinned representative to bring you into.
It doesn't get more light-skinned than me. What are you talking about? You can see all this red. That's blood. That's not the color of my skin. That's how clear my skin is.
What kind of direction could you take that joke?
What joke?
Man, my ears get so red. Some people, what do you say? Man, whenever my ears get red, that's how I know I'm horny, which is weird because it only happens at church. Like, what is the joke?
Well, there's a long, standing thing. Like, if your ears turn red, that means somebody's talking about you. So I could go somewhere with that. I think is probably where I'll end up going.
That is, man, because my brain, I was like, that's a great angle. It's like, there's that old saying. It's like, your ears turn red if someone's talking about you. What kind of boring conversations are people fucking having out there? You know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, I'm flattered, but ain't that damn cool? That, and I think that's that balance of just I'm not gonna put myself too low, but I'm like, hey, it's nice that you're talking about me, but ain't that damn nice.
So that's my next step. So I'm working on telling more jokes based on my real life. So I don't have any jokes based on real experiences. They're all just abstract jokes I think will work. Mm-hmm. But I do have some really crazy stories from my past that I could definitely put into jokes. But I'm a little concerned. What if this gets back to friends or family that would be like, ooh.
I think you're at that point where like you've done it at least a little bit long enough to know. I know how to like say some crazy things and not like make any waves or anything. I know how to like talk tactfully, not make things specific. I know who's gonna watch this and who's gonna see this, and like you'll figure out how to be ridiculous, like on stage, because it's like.
Or I just delete all my family from my Facebook.
And I take what I have for granted, because it's like some people are like, I just have to have a separate Facebook so my family doesn't see what I post. I'm like, my family sees all of it. Like, that's because your
mom is encouraging. Your mom's basically telling you to make a sex tape.
Yeah, but it's for real. There is no separate. She's my fucking what's their Kris Kardashian or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's like your tiger mom, except for Kris Kardashian. Or no, yeah, it's Kris, right?
Yeah, I think that's her name.
The mom.
The mom. She's okay. Anyways, but what was I gonna say? No, so you sharpened the fucking axe on observational. Mm-hmm. Topical, crowd worky, digging yourself out of some shit. Cause let's be real, Adam, you've had to dig.
Oh, I have
look at you.
I'm
look
a
at you on top
now. To fucking work.
No, but it's like
hard hat putting on, motherfucker.
Exactly.
I don't mind digging out of a bad joke.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let the crowd not have fun.
Exactly.
That's the best that I can.
Not saying anyone's ever said it, but if anyone was like, "Why Adam?" I'm like, "My man puts in the work, bro. That's why he's here." That's why it's just like, well, if you had to think why Adam's like, because my man's out here doing it. God damn it,
out here putting in the work,
crushing it, bro. Crushing it. So you sharpen the axe, like doing all the other things. So I think, you know what? You have a little, I'm going to like at least hype you up a little bit, but you have a little bit of a better chance writing new material now that you're like, okay, I got better hindsight and joke writing, how to structure shit. And it's just like, cool. And I guess the challenge is, how do I make something had to be there, growing up like me,
right?
So personal, relatable, and also, how do I not get myself in trouble?
Yeah, because like these jokes, they're like the most absurd jokes. Some of them will be easy to write into jokes because it doesn't rely on, this person doesn't look like this experience could happen. Some of the other ones, that's gonna be an uphill battle.
Mm-hmm.
To where people are like, okay, is this guy making this up? But it'll be fun, and I'll have to like write in jokes about it, or just be like, fuck it, fake confidence or fake of course this happened. Kind of a scenario.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's like just writing something, and it's like some people think they have to just tell the fucking truth.
No, that's not me.
What I mean? So it's like
never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Swear to God, bro. It's like, okay, so it's like one friend of mine, real funny dude, love him to death, blah blah blah. But he's one of those dudes who sometimes, bro. I just watched an episode of Futurama where like Fry says something and Leela's like, Fry, do you remember that thing I told you about ending your stories one sentence earlier? And it was just like this guy was just like, yeah, bro, like there was this kid riding his bike and me and my buddy were driving by and I just yelled, I just seen him, so I stuck my head out the window and I yelled, shooters! And he freaked the fuck out and fell off his bike. And I'm like, for real? And he's like, almost. He almost did. And I'm like, man.
Oh man, end it on the high.
Yeah, so it's like you don't have to tell the full truth. You can just be like, it's like some of that was true. I was driving, but I actually hit a kid on a bike, and as I was evading the police.
No, the truth was, I was driving. I was listening to this album, and I saw some kids, and I had this thought. Didn't say shit to anyone. That's the truth.
Right.
None of this shit happened.
It's like even though it's like a taboo to talk about it now. But Lucy Gay had that joke where it's like he was getting interviewed. It's like he had the joke about like the airplane Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we're actually one of the first planes to ever have it ever. And then as soon as it turns on, it's like, we're actually going to turn it off because it's not working right now. And then the guy next to him was like, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you just found out that existed. And like he was getting interviewed about it. It's like, how do you come up with stuff? It's like, there was no guy. That was me saying that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sometimes you gotta make shit different. I mean, sometimes even as like, I remember like I had an aha epiphanous moment one time I was doing a set, and I had been doing the same fucking. It was like I was in the mode of just like, all right, I'm gonna like have this new 5 random jokes that I'm gonna like try to work out. I'm gonna start on Sunday and work it out the whole week and see how long it takes me to get. It usually takes me like 2-3 weeks to get like something brand new going. Mm-hmm. But it was just like, bro, I was at the tail end of that, and I was like, this shit has not been working. I don't know what's. And finally, in my mind, I was like, oh, I would say it's like, oh, and then like my mother would say this, and I would say it in my voice, and then out of nowhere, and I was just like, wait, my mom sounds like a fucking BG. I've done this before. Why not do it again? And it was just like, dude, sometimes it's just like, doesn't have to be from your perspective or someone that's just like I can imagine them just being like, why the fuck would you do? Like, you know what I mean? Just like, just take, I don't know. It's just like, take liberties and be goofy with it.
Yeah, the whole point is to make people laugh, not to convey the truth of a story.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, if it's not making people laugh, change it.
For real.
If your life's not funny, make it funny for the audience's sake, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to hear boring stories.
You know, and like one of the first like critiques I ever got, like I did a work. The first like time I ever went on stage to do stand up, it was a workshop, open mic at Joke Show on RIP. And
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to the workshop? Is that what you said you went to?
Yeah, it was the one other time I did the workshop.
Fuck that workshop. But
Yeah, I only went once, and it was like
Me too.
This was like back in like 2015.
God damn.
Yeah, so like, but I had like done comedy for like a little bit, like a few months, and I was like, I don't want to focus on music right now. So then I like did music all 2016, and then started officially. So like my comedy start year is like 2017. So it's like that's why I'm not gonna be like 5 years in, like I'm 3 years in. Like, you know what I mean? Like doing it consistently and actually keep working on it and stuff like that. But first critique I got was just like someone was like, you have like interesting stories, but they go nowhere. There's no punchlines. There's no complete idea. And I was just like, that is a good form of advice, because it's like, at least you're telling me there's something to go to.
Right.
There's something of substance that could like, you got at least you're starting somewhere good, but you go nowhere with it. So I'm like, okay, at least I have a direction. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if people are willing to give you advice, it's not because they want you to do worse.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to help you out. Whether that advice is accurate or not is another story. Because I've had some advice where I internalized it and I started to try to use it, and I was like, you know what, this isn't really true to me.
Yeah, this shit will drive you crazy trying to figure out who, like, at least in your mind, not actually say, like, yeah, I got what you're saying to me, but I'm not going to fucking say that sounds stupid. Or, like, I'm not going to, like, you know, so it's like, I guess it's
I've
like,
heard some bad tags. I'm like, this will not work.
Absolutely not.
And I was like, this is not in the flow of the joke at all. And I've even tried some of them just to like, maybe I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm the asshole.
Maybe
so I've tried them, and they have bombed miserably, folks.
Hey, but at least it's like a backhanded win, because you're like, at least I know I'm right. Fuck it, has to be right.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, if that was the secret that was going to unlock the comedy vault for me, I was certainly going to give it a shot.
Right.
But I was dubious as to whether it was going to work or not, and it certainly did not.
Hell yeah. ASMR.
Are you scratching your beard right now?
Yes. Apparently one of the best parts of my set on Sunday was when, like, I had said something, like, off the cuff. Mm-hmm. Like, because I had said something very
That would be the best part of your set. That makes
exactly.
Sense.
Yeah, because it's not anything I had written.
Yeah.
But it was like, I had said something very descriptive, and the guy right in the front row made, like, this face. Like, and I was just like, man, your face said that was way too descriptive. He's like, yeah, man, I could feel that. I'm like, you could feel it? I lived it! Like, off the cuff. Yeah. I was like, I lived it! And everyone's like, what? And I was like, ha! Like, that's how I laugh when I'm, like, in the moment and fucked up, and everyone's just like, oh, I love his laughter's contagious. I'm having a good time. What he's saying is ridiculous, even though I was talking about kidney stones. Kidney stones.
Give it up for Stones, baby.
Stones.
So that's what you were saying earlier that I completely identify with as far as interacting with crowds. I like being able and comfortable enough to respond to a look or a reaction if it's going to add to the fun of the room. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, that's one thing that's nice. Not gonna, you can't plan for that, because most shows you're going to be like, blinded by the light. You're not going to be able to see anyone. So,
yeah,
that's not going to be something that you should ever like incorporate into a set.
For guarantee,
but being able to flow into that and flow back out of it is a lot of fun.
One of the first times I it was, of course, off the cuff, because I wasn't anything I was doing that was funny, but it was like I was saying this thing. I was like, yeah, first time I ever dated a white girl, the last time, and this one chick was just like, aww. And then I was just like, yeah, she liked me a lot more than I liked her, just like that chick who just said, aww. Yeah. You know, because like that like she liked me more than I liked her actually is a part of the joke. And I was just like, at the moment, I was just like, and I was sober Jamal, so that guy was like, he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders. He's depressed, so he has the somehow find the ability to be loose and be like, just like that chick who said, "Oh," and everyone laughs. I'm like, yeah, you need to do that, be loose. But then like, it's like that thing from Rick and Morty. It's like, have you ever tried to relax? It's a paradox. It's like, yeah. So I don't know.
So I got into a thing to where I liked crowd work too much, and I would have like jokes that, and I still have some jokes that rely on crowd interaction, and I think it's kind of fun. It's not something that's advisable to do a lot, if at all. But I like to have fun where I set up a joke to where I am comfortable pivoting to whatever the reaction is, and it's fun for me. And I'll
roll with the flow.
Yeah, but kind of, but it's like it's planned. I know where this is eventually going. And if you go this way, I'll have this joke. If you go that way, I'll have this joke.
Yeah,
but
it's like the imaginary argument in your head. That's why I'm not witty. I just I have fake arguments in my head all the time.
Yeah,
I get that. I get that.
But the other day, speaking of like kind of similar joke that you were saying earlier, I wanted to do this joke and I didn't end up doing it because I was like, this is literally just giving me an excuse to do crowd work. Or not crowd work, but a joke that has crowd interaction. So, and I'm trying to avoid doing that. So it was like, so I have a couple of jokes where I date black women, and then I'm like, the joke was like, so I've gotten this reputation as somebody who's like into black women, which isn't necessarily true. Like, for example, ma'am, like, what's your name? And I point to somebody who, like, anyone who's not black in the crowd. And she says, like, all right, well, do you have any black friends you can hook me up with? So it's like, I'm going right back into what I'm saying I'm going against. And I was like, that would be fun for a chuckle, but is it worth trying to actually try that on stage? No.
Right. That'd be really funny. It's like, there's a thing going around that's just like, it's very known about me that I like love, but I always score with black women. It's a very common misconception because I do love black women. I don't always make it. I don't always score. Hey, hand me that damn wine, baby. There you go. What is this? It's that old guy. He has like
it's a cab sav with a decanter, not a decanter, what's it called? Aerator on top. So it's like basically it's supposed to be like if you let your wine sit for a couple of hours, it makes it taste completely different. So that little top thing is supposed to make it taste the way it's eventually supposed to taste after sitting.
I got lost in
Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, because it's just like it's like movement. That's what.
In other words, no.
It gets the flavor. I was too focused on the like watching it like pouring. Like
you certainly weren't focused on pouring it all in the glass, you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
That's my fucking Walmart end table.
Yeah, I'm drinking your Walmart wine out of your wine. No, but you know what's funny is like that wine. These glasses, I used to like work at like a very bougie place. That was one of the iPick theaters. Fuck that place and fuck corporations. I'm glad they're all closing down. Go to hell theaters. And they would sell.
Invest in AMC though.
They would sell.
Hold the line.
No, I can't wait for March because there's so much cool shit coming out.
March Madness, right?
There's fucking there's Justice League. There's the new Kong movie. Like movies, as in like they're like
Justice League.
All
of them have sucked.
Yeah, no, and this is like the definitive. It's like if this one's not good, then they all suck. You're right. Yeah, but it's like I would like to see because I like Zack Snyder's zombie movie. I like Watchmen. I like 300.
Yep.
I like Man of Steel.
Shut the fuck up.
I will not deny that some parts are fucking stupid, but I am into the idea.
You like Batman vs Superman?
No.
I was about to pull all these
plugs out.
plugs
what fucking pissed me off about that shit, bro?
Martha?
Obviously. No, but it's like it was sitting there in the
stupid fucking movie.
How many times have you actually sat in a theater and realized, fuck, I'm watching a bad movie again? It's happened to me twice. And the second time was that fucking movie, and I was pissed off because it's like, bro, I love Batman, I love Superman, I love Justice League, blah blah blah.
I don't have any love for Justice League.
No, I'm saying like the Justice League comics, like I love reading.
Did you read comics?
Have you seen Justice League War?
No,
dude.
Why would I?
Well, because like okay, look, it's like if you wanted to see like what that movie should have been, it's like this badass fucking.
Who's in Justice League? Batman, Superman, and who gives a shit?
The animated one. It's Batman, Superman. It's the Flash in that bitch. You got Wonder Woman.
The Flash.
The idea.
Remember the clip I sent you?
Remember the clip I sent you? What was it? Green Lantern's got this, and they just jump his ass. That's that movie. You can't tell me that shit's not funny. No, Flash is dope. If anything, Flash is dope in that movie because it's like
he's on the CW. Jamal.
So I don't watch that dumb shit. That's your fault for watching dumb shit.
I don't watch it. That's my point. It's like nobody watches it. Nobody cares.
I liked Man of Steel because I like the idea of like, bro, he's been Superman for 5 years. He didn't stop no robberies or nothing. He just starts fighting aliens.
He's a punk. No, he's a moody emo punk.
Henry
Cavill. All he does is grunt.
You can't deny.
Which I love The Witcher.
That action scene wasn't 40 minutes of just badass destruction, bro. No, and then like people are like, oh, they're just fucking up the city. You know, Dragon Ball Z, they go out in the desert to not destroy cities. Villains ain't got no rules, you fucking pussies. But
I do like Michael Shannon too.
Michael Shannon is the
That dude's a great actor.
I will find him. Like
the fact that he was willing to do that movie was surprising to me.
Bro,
he thought there was potential. Clearly, same with Amy Adams.
Bro,
these are great actors.
That bitch did 3 movies, dog.
That's what I hated about it the most. It was such a waste of talent. There was good actors in that movie.
Bro, I remember like when he destroys the fucking terraform machine. Michael Shannon's like my whole existence for existing is gone. I have no.
He's excellent.
He's going so ham for no reason, bro. Oh my god! But then like the tornado seems retarded.
Yeah, it's like why?
Yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers, the guys from Mr. Sunday Movies, the Australian dudes. It was this guy. He was like the death of Pa Kent is the dumbest death ever put on the cinema. Like ever done in cinema. It's the dumbest death I've ever seen in my life. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like absolutely. And they're not snobby dudes. They're very funny. But it's just like he had to like stop. He's like, that is the dumbest fucking like the tornado like. Because like in the old one, it's like in the comics and stuff, it's a heart attack, and it's like, yeah, Superman can't stop a heart attack. Funny, it reminds me of an American Dad joke. It's like Steve learns how to print fake IDs.
Here we go again.
Steve learns how to print fake IDs, and this bouncer's like, hey man, can you give me like a medical license? Because you know my mom's got this like heart thing, and I feel like I can do something if I could just get in there.
So for all those listening who have heard that for the first time because you don't watch American Dad because you have taste. Jamal Rahal has given the fucking awful hot takes of liking American Dad more than Family Guy.
Yeah.
And liking Futurama more than The Simpsons.
Yeah.
If that doesn't make you never listen to this again, then that's on you. That being said, I do support his podcast more than his awful takes. Because he is better on podcast than he is on giving TV or movie takes.
So, you know what's funny is like, I like the first 3 seasons of Family Guy a lot. But then, like, those guys left and made American Dad, bitch. And then that's why they made a better show. But then, like, and then one of those dudes left at, like, season 10, so I'm just like, now it kind of blows.
There's 10 seasons of American Dad.
There's 15, and I stopped at 10.
Jesus Christ. That's a fucking shame.
How?
That being said, I've only watched, like, same with Futurama. I disliked it so much that I was like, I'm out. Both of them.
How old were you when you were watching it? I'm just curious.
Not a child.
Yeah, I was a child.
So then that excuses it. You probably watched Ed, Edd, and Eddy as well, didn't you?
I just got to rewatching that shit on HBO Max, dog. I love that show. Okay, so as I was rewatching that show, like, that explains why I am the way I am, because they're so mean to each other. Like, bro, it's just like, he crashes through a building, he breaks the house, and this guy's just like, the delivery of this child character being like, now look what you did! Like, you know what I mean? And then, like, they call each other stupid. They tell each other to shut up all the time. And they solve things with violence. Women hitting men, men hitting women. Bro, I straight up saw a dude just leap on a woman and just start throwing hands with this bitch. I was like, this is a children's cartoon.
Yeah, that sounds hilarious.
Don't get mad at me because your parents didn't want you to watch cool shit, bro. What was you watching, Adam? What did you watch?
I watched The Simpsons back when it was good. And even them, I was like, I'm out. Like, they started sucking. I watched Family Guy when they were good.
And it's funny, it's like, when they were good, those guys wrote American Dad. The when they were good Family Guy wrote American Dad.
That doesn't mean this is funny.
Your mama.
South Park got better every year, to a degree. Still amazing.
That's that show I can like phase in and out of it. I can catch up whenever, and it's like I'm never disappointed. I like it.
So South Park grew with my sensibilities. As the writers matured, I also
as
matured.
they got old, you got old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's relevant. And it's still
it's
funny.
Topical.
Yep. And it can be because it's made in a week versus Family Guy, Futurama, all that shit. That takes 6 months to make one episode.
The best thing about Futurama is like it took a while for that shit to even try to get topical because they couldn't.
Because it's not funny.
Being topical is the key to being funny?
Not necessarily.
Hey, did you guys see what just happened? Oh man, I saw that thing that happened, and my name's Adam Radliff, and you see the thing that happened, and then like I'm like, wow, why did that happen? That's not what I was supposed to see happen. That's not what happened. I'm Adam Radliff.
My biggest beef.
No Country for Old Men happened.
Middle-aged man.
I know.
My big beef with both Futurama and American Dad is there's just no good characters. None of the characters are good. Fry's a fucking dumbass. Bender is a one-note character. Lilu, one-note character.
Bro.
So I get that Homer is kind of one-note because he's an idiot.
No, I'm sorry. I can't. That is the testament of someone who hasn't finished it because they go extensively into every character's backstory.
Let me guess, Fry's dumb.
No.
But good-hearted.
No. Isn't like they go into their characters as in Fry. It really goes into the fucking repercussions of like leaving your family behind 1,000 years in the past. Leela's whole story arc is that like she doesn't know who her parents are. She thinks she's an alien. She thinks she's an orphan, and like she doesn't know who her parents are. And then Bender, they somehow bring together like two characters who had never really had much interaction and somehow blended their origins together in such a really touching way. Legit, dude, there's episodes
I don't give a shit about
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's like they don't give you characters to care about. It's like you watched nothing.
They're not funny.
You watch nothing, and then you're like, how come I don't get anything from this? Because you watch.
That's a fair
nothing.
criticism. That's fair. But
no, and
you have to be funny enough for me to keep watching.
No. That's the difference between Futurama and The Simpsons. Is that like it's straight up Simpsons is sitcom. It is like Monster of the Week, something different. Fucking Futurama has that, but at least one thing that happens is canon for the rest of the fucking series. So it's like everything adds on to the lore. So like, what episode did you start with? Watch number 1.
But if it's not funny, and I watched the first full season, I'm like, this is not funny.
You did not watch the first full season. There's no
I can't imagine that I didn't back then.
Now you're so full of shit. There's no way. I mean, bro, if you're gonna hate
what's the funniest episode? Or an episode that sticks out?
Last night I was watching the Luck of the Fryrish. It was the one. It's like just about it was about like Fry just like, man, why am I so unlucky? When I was a kid, I had found the 7-leaf clover with my brother. My brother was always trying to like, he was always such a dick to me and blah blah blah. And then like when he got frozen, never really got to reconcile shit with his older brother. And then like his brother was always trying to like steal shit from him and stuff like that, as in like just this like personality. And she's like, why can't you just let me have my own personality, dude? And then when he's gone, he finds like he goes into the ruins of old New York, finds out there's a statue of his brother with his name on it, and he's like, that dude stole my identity when I died. Finds out it's his nephew, who was named after him, and there's like a whole like it just goes back, and it's just like him holding his baby, and he's just like, I think I want to name him. It's like, I want to name you Philip in honor of my little brother.
Do you like?
I miss you every day. I love you, Philip. And I'm like, that's it. Like I watched it last night, hammered. I cried because I have an older brother and it hits me. And like I saw like an editorial of that show. It's like the reason why it hits for some people is because it's about like just that weird period when you are like in your mid-20s to like about to be 30s, like, you know what I mean? Because like it's those dudes, and it's not about traditional like having traditional families. It's about finding family members and like random friends and blah blah. Which is why I like being friends with you, Adam. So you know what? Maybe that shows the reason why I get to meet cool people like you and connect so hard. Sorry, Adam.
Don't you dare put on the great decision you made in being friends with me on Futurama. That's ridiculous.
Don't be afraid of the truth, baby.
If that is true. So so you gave me an example of an episode that was heartfelt.
But like the funniest one, bro, the one where they find the Atlantis episode. But instead of Atlantis, it's Atlanta.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it be? And they like, the reveal gag. It is! It's the lost city of Atlanta! And then like mermaids. It's like just underwater shit ensues.
Maybe I should give it another shot.
Yeah,
I don't
Hulu,
think
bro.
so.
Watch
I don't
Hulu.
have Hulu. Do you watch that new Matt Groening show that
I watched the first season.
I think I watched like the first 6 episodes and I was out.
I finished it all. Some episodes were like, I'm into this. Because I love the voice actors a lot.
Okay.
And
explain.
I like.
Actually, I said literally that same thing yesterday.
I like Eric Andre.
He's on it?
He's the little black demon thingy.
Let's not have a hesitation that's that long. Next time you say he's the little black demon thingy. Because he's a black man. You racist son of a bitch.
I don't see color at him.
Oh my god.
You know I can edit this around and make it be you. You know what I mean? So you want me to have it all in there? Be nice to me. No. So and then
I didn't know that though.
So Eric Andre and then one of the girls. I can't remember which one's which. There's Abby and Lana. There's the tiny one with the curly hair, and then there's the other one with like the straight hair. It's the straight hair girl. I think it's Lana. I think it's her. She's the main girl. And then the third guy is this actor who's like in everything.
He was in Beer Fest. He's been in a lot of cool movies. I forget his name. But it's like actors I've seen and like actually enjoy seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like one of the Futurama movies where it was like
Futurama made movies.
It's more to get into, but it was they had one movie which was D&D Lord of the Rings parody ish, and basically it was like a TV movie to where it's like it was 4 movies, each of them were 4 episodes, so they could be released as season 6 if they needed to be. That's what got them on Comedy Central, which now doesn't exist anymore. So
Comedy Central's got?
No, it exists. Jeff Dunham just released a special on there. He's like, yeah, it's like, I'm so used to on podcasts to hearing people say, like, yeah, it'll be on this streaming service. You can watch it starting now. And he was like, yeah, it's on 8 p.m. this Friday. And I'm like, no one's watching that. Not just because you're Jeff Dunham. You could be this person, but it's just like, watch it at this time, at this time. That's not how we watch it no more.
That means that means you didn't make it this round.
Yeah.
That means you couldn't get a special on Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO, Showtime.
Yeah.
Literally the top 10 options.
Bro, you might as well just say, I'm dropping a DVD.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got a DVD coming out, man.
Oh, man. So I can relate to what you're saying about voice actors, because literally when I was watching that Rango movie, Stephen Root was one of the voice actors, and he's from like King of the Hill, but he's also a character actor who's in everything.
Yes.
And he also has like this goofy ass voice.
The stapler guy.
Yep, Milton. He's a lot of characters in King of the Hill.
Strickland and Bill.
Yep. And just all around great character actor.
Yes.
And so I can see what you're saying, and I guess I just didn't recognize any of those voices.
It's Billy West, dude.
Who's that?
He he for a short time took over the Looney Tune voices from Mel Blanc, and
why do you know that?
Because I love voice acting, Adam.
Why?
Because it's cool.
Rob Mungle's a voice actor.
Yeah, he does anime.
Yeah.
I like anime.
Why don't you talk to him about getting into it?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people have bothered that poor man about that stuff. I want to leave that man alone.
Why? He seems like he's very open to younger comics asking for advice on things. I'm kidding. That's the opposite of what he seems like.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what are you doing to me right now, man? And
no, he's cool. Have you ever talked to him? He's a cool guy.
Yeah, no, he's cool as fuck. I like Billy West because he plays Fry, Professor Zoidberg, and most episodes are these same few characters just talking.
Zoidberg
to each
also
other.
Super annoying.
How? You're Zoidberg in the group. Don't get mad because you're Zoidberg. Bro, oh my god, I love Zoidberg.
Actually, I don't even...
It's like, one of my favorite Zoidberg moments. It's like, hey, Leela, at least you're not alone. At least you're not alone and old like Zoidberg. He starts crying. That is so you, Adam. Oh my god.
Do not co-sign. But then again, that makes it true. But I don't know who I would want to be from that show.
I'm Fry to a T.
Oh, you're just the main character?
No, I'm...
Who gets the lady?
No. He's real simpy, dude. No, I mean, it's like some tropes don't hold up anymore. Because it's like the whole, it's just like, that idea of...
Who's the most... I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm going to let you finish. But who is the go-to character? Who is the main...
Who's the main character?
Yeah.
Watch the fucking first episode. It's Fry.
And he's the worst main character of all time.
How?
So, Simpsons, Homer's the main character. Like, there was a debate for a while whether it was Bart or Homer. And then, like, the show got smart, and they went Homer-heavy episodes. Same with South Park. They started out where it was like all 4 of them, and then it was Cartman, and then it evolved to Randy. Yeah, so like they went through phases, and Butters had his little time in the sun.
Okay, so first it's Fry, and then the main characters it goes Fry, and then Leland Bender. It's the tree. It's the squad, but the main person we're kind of focusing on. It's like because Fry is us. He's
the least interesting character
because he's our character to react to the world initially, and then it expands. You get introduced to the rest of the ensemble, and it sticks to this just ragtag, random squad of just random people. You think like, why are these people together? Why do they connect and why do they have fun? Which is like what I relate to in like a lot of my like friendship circles. Is like, bro, you know how many times people ask me legit, not even fucking around, why Adam? I'm like, because Adam's cool, bro. That's my man's right there. So I swear to God. So I swear to God. So it's just like the idea of just random people is just like, Like, just think about the parties.
To use a line from Jamal, why don't they want to see me win?
Why can't I win? So, no, but like, so like, just like, it's like, it really hits home on the idea of just like your the random friends you make become like really hardcore family members and help you grow as people. It's cool like that, blah blah. You see them grow and like go through all their shit, and it's just like, bro, Leela, badass, but like super insecure. It's hilarious. Like Amy, scientist, but klutz, and then Bender. If I had to pick one annoying character in the newer seasons, I can't stand him sometimes. I'm just like, I get it. He's just yelling. Okay.
Yeah, I could never stand his character.
There was a slight Flanderization after, because season 5 was when it got canceled, but then it got brought back because like same way Family Guy got brought back. They both got canceled right around the same time, and Adult Swim got the syndication rights. Fucking got him popular again, and that's why like Family Guy went back to Fox, and then like Futurama got picked up by Comedy Central, and that's why they came back. But there is a slight dip in quality. Like say like okay, so there was 10 seasons of Futurama. Mm-hmm. Each of them had like let's say 10 episodes each. I bet it could have, if you had taken like, if those 10 seasons only had 8 episodes each, and then you only made that like 8 seasons, and then it would have been like a higher quality, because there's some episodes I'm just like, yo, I can just take that and just like throw it away, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's the case with every show.
But at least they ended. They're done. They won't come back, and if they do,
Futurama's gone?
They're gone. They're done.
Thank Christ.
And it was a beautiful ending. Bitch. All right, you can have that. But yeah, I don't know. I like Futurama. And like, man, with Butterbean, just like trying to show him future, we're tripping balls on shrooms, and he's just done it. He did like there's a whole bit where like they go on Mars, and they just like Fry's like it's like, hey, I dropped out of college way back in the day. It's like, no, by today's standards, you're a high school dropout. I was like, what? I'm gonna roll in Mars University and drop out all over again. And then the professor is a professor at the school all of a sudden, and Connor's just like, well, why are they doing this? And I'm like, because that's the bit. It's like the bit is let's do a school episode, and Bender joins a robot fraternity, and then blah blah blah. He's like, but why are they doing this? Because it's a bit.
Yeah, that wouldn't be my criticism.
It's like the It's Sunny's crew, where it's like, yeah, they own a bar, and like these guys, they work at a delivery service company, but they got time to do other shit. It's like, hey, let's have them not do their jobs right now.
What show makes you laugh harder, Always Sunny or Futurama?
They both make me laugh very hard for different reasons.
Fair. I mean, like I said,
it's almost like
maybe I should go back and try it again.
Maybe it's like almost have nuanced takes from the things that I feel. I'm not so like black and white at them. Or sorry. Like,
I'm sorry.
Will this make it feel better? I'm not so black and white at them. Because you seem to like just like, how come you always pause around black stuff? Because you know what? I'm patient for black people, dog. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there. I gotta listen to the cause, bro. Happy Black History Month again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to be like, I'm gonna delete so much.
Couldn't let it happen.
I was like, I'm gonna delete so much from this. I'm like, that saved it.
Man. So I guess I see what you're saying, but I'm sorry. They call me old-fashioned. I want to laugh at my comedies.
Then why do you fucking say the shit you say on stage if that's the case, bitch?
Fair.
All right, see how long it took me to attack you and your comedy? We're an hour in, I think, and it took me that long to make fun of you and how much you blow.
Yeah, I'm no Bender or Zoidberg, for fuck's sake. But anyway, maybe I should go back and watch it again. But
hey, bro, straight up, we could get hammered one day, and I can just pick some episodes. We could watch like 3 of them, and you could be like, garbage. You know,
I'll be honest. I want to like it,
and we'll try. But you know what, Harris, love him. Also, just has the fucking Futurama script just lying around his apartment. He's like, I'm trying to write scripts, so I'm just gonna have this around.
He has what now?
The Futurama pilot script, and he's like, just has that, and I'm like
he printed it out.
Anyways, has it there, and it's just like, I get like you want to just like have a script, I guess, to like you want to look at other things.
It matters the way it looks.
Learn how to do things.
But
I'm just like, he's like, don't throw it at me at a party. Like, you know what that is? I know how to read the cover.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you hand someone a book. It's like, you know what that is? Mein Kampf. Yeah, Adam. Okay, don't do that again.
I told you that in confidence.
And that's what we're trying to work on.
I'm saying you had some good ideas, okay? That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
Favorite Gary Gulman joke. It's like, yeah, Hitler, he believed in, he's like, you know why he's like Obama? Because they both believe in socialized medicine. It's like, that wasn't our big gripe with Hitler.
Yeah.
Dude,
he created some super affordable cars. I mean, he had some good ideas. Like the Volkswagen Beetle came from...
See, he wasn't boasting about
like Italy, they were like the trains was always on time. It's like,
Yeah.
see, but that's because Germany was fucking up the fucking cars with the traffic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
God damn it, Adam. We can't be.
Biting social commentary coming from Jamal Rahal.
I've been to the Anne Frank house, bro. I went to a.
You know it's not in Atlanta, right?
Yeah. I went two from the goddamn.
You got
bike.
got.
I got. Oh my god! So like, I went to the Netherlands and I went to a coffee shop and I like bought joints there and got really high and I went to the Van Gogh Museum.
That's the lesson that she wanted people to learn.
And anyway,
from her
went to the
struggle.
Van Gogh Museum. I'm like, this shit is tight. Smoked again. Got extra high. Went to the fucking Anne Frank house and I was just sitting there feeling really bad. And I was just like, oh my god.
Why don't you have a joke about this? Or do you?
I don't. I've never tried it before. I got to try it. But see,
That's
like,
a story that seems perfect.
You see how like that's where my story ends. Like, and I felt real bad. And it was a good laugh.
No,
It's
yeah,
like,
no.
And it's like
Lie,
what else
lie,
can I
make
say?
it
Yeah,
absurd.
so I gotta lie and stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, I'm not.
Say
cool.
you pulled your dick out at the Anne Frank house. Say like you were licking walls at the Anne Frank house because you were that fucked up. Or what I thought of as soon as you started saying that, I was like, and I joked about it not being in Atlanta. And I was like, it'd be funny because your family's from half your family's from Lebanon. It'd be funny just in not having anything to do with any particular stereotype. But it'd be funny for if you did like a character about like people from back home, and like they just lied to you about all these historical figures that didn't cut towards their particular history. To where they're like, oh, this is the Anne Frank house, and they lie to you, and it's just like this neighbor down the street. So they think that you think that they're taking you to all these historical landmarks, when really they're just trying to get a cheap vacation out of you, or they're trying to like give their own opinion. I feel like that'd be a funny little way to go with it. That's what I
took
initially
forever to get there. But I got what you're doing.
Yeah.
I get that.
Well, there's no punchlines in trying to help your comedy.
I see. You know, you're real big on judging me for the unapparent unfunny shit I like, but you know.
Oh, I have shit I'm sure people don't think was funny. Like, I like Always Sunny, not everyone likes that.
I love It's Always Sunny. Who's your favorite character in It's Always Sunny?
Charlie. Or it used to be Charlie, now it's Dennis.
I was about to say, because I judge people who say Charlie is their favorite character for some reason. I don't know. I guess because like, there's just some people like you know I got real cool with, and all of a sudden I'm like, man, you're kind of an asshole, and I'm just like. Can I just get in It's Always Sunny? And I'm just like, I love Charlie. And I'm just like, yeah, you would, you annoying piece of shit. He's like, yeah, you would like that fucking idiot. I love Charlie to death. I love Charlie Day, but like, Dennis, I mean, like,
Dennis,
I know, but they're
he's
like,
evolved.
but
His
they're like,
character's evolved.
he's just a creep who's just like a weirdo serial killer. I'm like, yeah, that's hilarious. And he's just sitting there. No, and okay, so
anyone who says
think,
Mac, I'm like, you have no taste.
And I think the reason why I love Dennis is like the same reason why I love Anders the most so much in Workaholics is the idea that they are the straight man, but they are just as bad, if not worse.
Exactly.
And I think you know, it's like if you were to just like insert yourself into like character roles and like stuff just to make yourself feel complete because you're alone in the world. That's what I think I would like to feel like.
Yeah.
As in, like I'm the guy who's like, guys, can we just like get our shit together? But I'm just as bad, if not worse, than you guys.
And I love that. Yes.
And I feel like, and I relate to that from that.
And it's the same thing that's what Cartman is too. Is Cartman thinks he's so much more smarter, more sophisticated, but he's just the craziest.
Well, no. I think that's more. No, that's more of like a kind of like an ignorance thing. Because I think if there was a straight man, Cartman isn't a straight man. If there's a straight man, it's Stan, and then he falls apart so hard sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, guys, you know, he's got to be normal in this, and he just loses it more than anything. And then Kyle, when he's pretty straight man sometimes, but then he wilds out hard too.
The episode where where Stan's like everything is shit, that was. That episode deserves awards.
I was like frightened.
Everyone goes through that.
So I was just like, I thought I was going through that at that moment in time. So I was just like, oh my god, it's like, is that what I'm doing now? Or am I growing into that? What is this?
Everyone has that moment in their life where it's your because it's not about what's going out. It's not what's coming out. It's not really what's coming out is bad. It's like you're this moment in your life where for whatever reason. Everything is like just sucks. Nothing's as good as it used to be, and it's not a it's not a criticism of what the content that's actually coming out.
It's just
that's on you. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And everyone goes through that, and that episode encapsulates that so perfect. And I was like, this is amazing. And his dad like fucking getting into it. This tween wave, Jesus Christ,
dude.
They certainly go over the top with crude humor, but
Randy
it makes me laugh.
Stand! 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 I can't stand Randy's.
I love Randy. I love him.
Oh my god.
This last season kind of sucked.
Did you like the special, the pandemic special?
It was okay at
I
best.
didn't keep up with anything, so that was like my first South Park in a fucking minute. So it was just nice to see the family again.
Oh, so that was like a week installment.
Yeah,
so,
I could tell.
The last couple seasons was
nice.
fun.
And I didn't see the progression all the way up to when I left it. It was like they just started getting Whole Foods and stuff.
Yeah.
PC Principal. Well, that's when I kind of left off.
They started doing like season-long storylines.
Yes, and then like so I didn't see him become a dispensary guy.
Oh,
I just fell into him. He's like, I'm like, what? You
don't care about integrity?
But I'm not stupid. As into I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure he's just a fucking dispensary guy now. I can buy this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could get how stories work. But it would have been definitely nice to see the rest of that. But at the same time, it's like, if you said that's a weaker thing, I'm like, and I still kind of enjoyed that. And I'm like, you know what? Then whenever I go back and watch the rest, then there's a lot to look forward to.
The one thing with South Park, though, it's like a double-edged sword. I love it because I watch it in the moment, and every episode is like legit relevant to the day. Like they had episodes on like China, like controlling U.S. media and movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they had episodes about all kinds of shit that was relevant at the time, which it'll still be funny and it's still relevant, but if you watch it a year or 2 years later, it's not going to hit as hard as it would in the moment. So that's the other side of that sword. Is like, this is still relevant and funny, but not as much so as it was when this was literally happening last week.
Which is the fucking sad thing about topical humor.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's got a shelf life.
You go, oh yeah, and that shelf life is like, phew. But I mean, like, that's what happens when, like, you know, I can make this shit in a week. It's because, like, I'm doing of the week. It's like monster of the week is like topic of the week.
Right. So
you know what sucks is like news cycle is moving way faster now.
Since when?
Since always. It feels like
it's nonstop now.
It feel like it'll just keep going more, and I'm like, all right, how long can 6 days to air last? Because they said they would end, if they were to end it, it'd be another movie.
I hope they don't. I mean, I selfishly hope that they don't end it anytime soon. But what could they possibly do outside of South Park?
Because they only made one good movie outside of South Park, I think. Oh, they
made the greatest play of our musical of all time.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about the musical. Because like they made that one.
And Team America.
That said, they made the one great movie, which was Team America.
Bigger, longer, uncut's not great.
That's still South Park.
Yeah. So you're saying like outside.
That's what you said. What are they gonna do outside South Park?
Okay. Yeah.
So this is like big.
They're doing this thing right now. It's funny. It's on YouTube, but I don't know how much of a shelf life it has because it's a concept show to where they're all deep fakes.
Okay.
So like the main character looks like Donald Trump.
That's dumb.
But like all the characters just use that deep fake technology to where they look like the actual person, the celebrity, but they're just characters that Trey Parker and Matt Stone are making up. Like they do like a commercial for insurance with Mark Zuckerberg or everything is like another character, so it's just goofy. It's like they're being funny in a different way.
Could you imagine being 50 and 40?
Yeah.
And then like all this shit would be like the equivalent of watching like 90s SNL.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that's gonna happen at some point?
That is gonna happen. Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, hopefully, our tech overlords are allowed to take the reins, and we do some like altered carbon shit, and we get to live forever. It's impossible.
I'm kind of counting on that.
Yeah,
I'm
kind of
counting on like when I'm like 80, and I'm just like, oh man, I don't know if I can keep doing this.
Freeze me a
little bit. It's like, hey, we just got the chip, bro. We can download you. I'm like, hell yeah, I got a new special.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my motivation to be just in enough shape to make it to 80, 90.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, you know what's funny? Is Robert Rodriguez is gonna drop a movie. It's in a vault stored away for 100 years.
and it's aging alongside a cognac. It's like
It's gonna be disappointing.
It's like okay, yeah, exactly. It's like it was starring. All you know is that it's directed by him, and it's like it has a female lead and a villain. There's casting, but I don't remember who it is. But the main character is John Malkovich. It's in a time sealed vault.
Now I know I'm gonna hate it.
And I'm like, bro, his track record. His odds are that's just gonna suck. What if it's just Spy Kids 6, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
It's with John Malkovich.
Yeah.
It's like just in 100 years they release that shit with that. I'm gonna need that bottle of Remy, bro, because that shit is just gonna be trash.
I do like that concept though. It's like J.D. Salinger.
It freaks me out though.
J.D. Salinger, the guy who did Catch on the Rye, he did something similar. I don't know if so. It recently came out like the last 10 years or so, and it was a book. I don't know. I haven't looked into it or what it ended up being, but. Some people, that's such a cool idea, don't you think?
Yes.
Because it's like...
Also really just like, I don't know why, it makes me feel... Usually stuff like that makes me feel crazy about my mortality, but that makes me feel more just like comfortable with it. Because I'm just like, man, life goes on, baby.
Yeah, that's a cool... if you have that big of a reputation that you can pull that off, and people would actually care 100 years from now, that's a big question. I seriously doubt people are going to care about Robert Rodriguez in 50 years, much less 100 years. Like, if Quentin Tarantino did that, well, people would be losing their shit.
Well,
but
yeah,
then again,
but
movies don't age well.
They don't. Do you know?
Most of the time.
So there's this like some great like videos I've been watching about like what is life going to be in the next like million years or something like that.
Yeah,
They say like in like 500,000 years. Language as it is today, only like 1% of every language will be recognizable by that time.
I completely agree with that.
And if there was like say in a million years, we got it to the point that because like say like 500,000 to 250,000 years or something like that, that's how long it would take like to like so whoever like if a fucking scientist were listening to this or someone who's into like science would hear this, they'd be like, it's not right, asshole. It's like you're fucking retarded for even listening to me and thinking I'm serious about what I'm talking about. But it's like the idea is like in like 500,000 years, that could be realistically a time that we could terraform Mars and be
for sure
and be like just like
I would assume
intergalactic and shit like that, and just like or be like different planets. But like and then after we do that, 500,000 years past that, all those people like we'd be a completely different species by that point.
I don't think it would take that long.
If we were even already a different thing by that point already, like you
for
know
sure.
what I mean? And that shit fucking crazy.
Yeah, because like I think that even like I said. And there's this futurist, his name's Ray Kurzweil.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking genius. But he's like, yeah, everyone under the age of 40, and he did this like probably 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So everyone under the age of 40 is going to live to 200, at least. Just with the...
Fuck yes.
Exactly, right?
Hell yeah.
We're fucking killing it.
Hey, baby. Hell yeah. I need to get one of just twang on, hey, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So I think
bang bang. You know if I were to replace the air horn, it'd be bang bang. All right, so
is it gonna be Torian saying it, or is it gonna be Hannah or anyone else who says it?
Bang bang. Anyways, so dude, oh my god, 200-year-old Adam, what would you do?
Crushing 18-year-olds.
With
I don't fucking know,
hand, bro.
Yeah. I think we both take a drink at the same time. Not good for radio, but
that's okay. That's why there's a video aspect of it, bro. You know what I mean? This might be my first like.
Can you imagine?
This might be my first like 8-hour podcast, bro. We just did it.
Can you imagine? Like, so I feel like a piece of shit at my age for not having accomplished a whole ton of like notable things.
This apartment's pretty solid, bro. I don't
Go
know.
fuck yourself.
I live with my parents still, dude. I don't know. You're pretty cool. Like you know what I mean? Like you got a job and you live here all by yourself. You walk around naked in here, don't you?
All the time.
You jerk off in every room in this house. There's only 2 rooms in this house, but like you jerk off everywhere. You jerk off everywhere in this place.
Yeah, that would be the humblest of humble brags.
Dog, I just figured out that I could like fucking screen mirror my phone to my TV, so I've been watching porn. Like,
what?
Crazy, dog.
I don't have that capability on this old ass TV.
I just upgraded my TV like back in the day.
Are you watching porn in your living room though?
No,
if you lived alone,
I live at home.
If you lived here, would you be watching porn like on this screen?
There's only one window, and that's pretty covered. Yes, I'd be like, damn, like you know what I mean? Because it's like that vagina is huge. Like you know what I mean? I don't know.
Because that's what all men want: a vagina that is huge.
Yeah, dude, it's like it's like boobs, like a bag of sand.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but honestly,
exactly.
it's like to sit in my game setup and to see like this fucking Like it was like I spent half the money on it, and my brother like spent the rest of it. It was like, here's your birthday, so because my birthday's in January, so it's like, here's your half Christmas, half fucking birthday gift. This was like not this past one, but the year before. So like I just figured I could do this on this like 4K TV, and I'm sitting there like, bro, if I have the option to like watch porn to its fullest capabilities, fucking why not let me spoil myself? It's still January's birthday, but treat yourself. We gotta learn to love ourselves. Like we can't expect people to love you if you can't love yourself. Adam Radliff.
Please have that take to the stage, to where it's like,
I'm gonna have to listen to that later.
Yeah, listen to that.
I'm too drunk right now.
Yeah, that should be a take for the stage. It's because it was impassioned, it was inspiring. But when you look at when you strip it away, the whole point was watch porn on a big screen.
Hell yeah, that's definitely.
It sounded so inspiring.
That's the clip, baby. Oh man. Oh yeah.
But what was I gonna say? But yeah, if I'm think about being when you're about to come up on your 200th birthday,
man,
and that feeling like
left to do,
okay, and you're like, but what if you haven't done shit yet and you're already 200?
Wait. There's no fucking way.
It's very way.
The shit you're catching up on right now. Because I was thinking about this the other day. I think about you a lot, Adam. I was like, man, bro. Adam's like, what? You say 36?
He only thinks of me in the fact that he's like, oh, I don't want to be that when I'm
no. So it's like, so you're 36.
35.
35. So my brother's a year older than you. And my brother's kind of a square. He teaches special needs kids, and he just had his first child who just had his first birthday. That is a completely different 36-year-old compared to this one.
Right.
And this guy hangs out with us and like crushes and does all these crazy things and blah blah. And I'm just like, you're catching up on a lot of, for a homeschooled guy, like not throwing shade, but like you're catching up on a lot of cool shit. So if you don't think you can do some crazy shit, I saw you passed out on the couch. I mean,
this is not a bragging point.
I don't want to like get you in trouble with your job. It's like, I've seen Adam do acid, and he's like, I feel nothing. I'm crazy as hell. But it's like, I've seen this guy just party his ass off, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, bro. I'm pretty sure you'll have done heroin at least once by the time you're 200. And that's what my question was. If you have the option.
Oh, I'm on record saying if I knew I was going to die within like a 1 month period,
right?
No, I'm definitely trying.
And so the question is like, bro, if you're like, hey, we're gonna be able to get downloaded in next week, bro. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do every drug I can to this body because I got my back up there. I'm gonna be downloaded. I'm just gonna commit drug suicide before I get uploaded in my new conscience.
I would certainly try.
Damn near.
Why not? Like, it's like if you know you're going out, like, why would you not try to see what it's like? Like, I don't like needles.
No.
Not to mention, I don't like the fact that every person I've ever seen ever touch heroin went to shit, basically. Mm-hmm. And half of them died. So I would never do it for that reason. But if I knew I was dying, of course I would try it. Why would you be crazy not to? Like, what am I going to do for the last week? Talk to my loved ones? Fuck that.
They're dead already.
I've talked to them for hundreds of years at this point.
God, dude, 200 years from now, what animals do you think will be extinct? I would love some more.
What animals will be extinct? Anything that relies on having a lot of free space. Because humans are going to take over most space.
So like what? Only animals that are going to be left are like livestock and domesticated animals?
That's actually,
to an extent,
that doesn't sound that far-fetched.
Yeah, you think that the fucking leopards or lions outside of zoos are going to
look exist? At that field of beagles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love dogs.
I love dogs too.
That's all. Like, I get this whole circle of life, and you don't know what you're risking by taking one species out of it. The whole bees are going away. We don't know. They pollinate everything and all this shit.
They do a lot.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I just started making smoothies with all my fruits and berries, and all of a sudden they gonna disappear without the bees. I'm like, how am I supposed to be healthy, baby?
But like, do you ever watch Black Mirror?
I've seen everything but the most recent season. Yes.
So they had that one.
I saw the movie and everything too.
Bandersnatch sucked.
Yeah, I
was so disappointed.
I went through a few things just to say I did, and I was like, I don't have to do this again.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. We were talking about video games for a split second.
Yeah.
I want you to promise me, you'll make a note somewhere, that you will call me up the day that you lose your passion for video games.
Okay.
it's gonna be a sad conversation. Yeah. But I was like, when we've talked about video games in the past, I was like, he feels the way I used to feel.
Yeah.
And you still have that, but it will come a time where you're just like it cannot hold your interest to save its life.
I don't know, man. Let's see what the PS5 has to bring us.
Oh,
Resident Evil 8's about to come out, bro. Like, I mean, I need to get a fucking job first and foremost, and like to be able to have PlayStation 5 money. And but like, I want to play the new God of War. I want to play the new Horizon Zero Dawn. I know you're a sexist, racist, and you don't like that game, but I love Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's literally on my and I cannot
I actually just got the platinum.
Like you platinum that game?
Yeah.
You fucking kidding
me?
You
know, it was on my third playthrough, but like Ghost of Tsushima, I'm gonna say it. I got a platinum on my first playthrough, dog, because you know that's the easy game actually.
Was that game fun though?
Yes.
It looked.
I would let you borrow it, but I downloaded it.
Go for it. Well, that's the new excuse.
Yeah.
Like, I'll let you borrow, but I download it.
It's a digital copy. No, and like,
that's how you know GameStop is fucking going down,
GameStop,
people.
Yeah, but also like,
hold the line.
But also like that makes it easier to train because I have like I think 3 games digitally that I've bought, which are Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, and Maneater, that shark game.
Why wouldn't anyone ever buy a hard copy ever again?
You're absolutely right, but I like having the disc, but also like, I mean, fuck, if I didn't have like I only have like say like 7 disc games on my for my PlayStation 4. If it weren't for those like 6 or 7 or whatever, I wouldn't buy the fucking hard copy PlayStation 5, like the disc drive PlayStation 5. I would like to buy the digital one, but at the same time, bro, you never know what's gonna happen in a year, bro. I might just say fuck these physical copies. I'm just buy the digital one.
If it's a big if, and there'll have to be some kind of new technology that comes out that makes it worth it, or a new. Let's be honest, a new Grand Theft Auto game.
No loading times.
They say that every fucking generation.
No, they don't.
They say that every generation, and it's never true. The games will keep getting bigger, and they'll keep having loading times, and I'm cool with that. As long as the games are so badass that they're at the edge of what this hardware can do, I'm cool with that. So that's why I say I'm not going to invest in the next game system. But if Grand Theft Auto makes a new game,
they win.
Win. And I hope they don't make it. Any game that is made backwards compatible or are made with for Cyberpunk. They made it for the PS4 and the next generation.
All the games.
Make it for the newest generation and say fuck everyone else.
All the badass games that were like only new gen. They were like fucking. I think Horizon, the new one, Resident Evil 8, Cyberpunk, fucking
Cyberpunk. That company is. If they're not fucked, they'll recover.
Yeah,
but so many people got fired.
A lot of people pulled back on that. No, we're only going like future gen. But it's also like PlayStation 5s kind of don't exist right now.
Because you can't buy them?
Yeah, they're impossible to get, they're impossible to buy, so it's like we kind of have to. If we want to sell these fucking games.
Or here's a thought. Hold off.
5s. Yeah, right.
Or make more PlayStation 5s.
It's also the end of the world, technically, and we're still trying to figure our way out of it.
Japan's got that shit on lock, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Apparently America's the only one fucking up.
They have, I mean, like, there's...
Wait, whoa. Joe Biden's in office, this is all cured. Bam. You know that.
I have to pee. We can do longer if you want,
but I have to pee right now. We're gonna be back. I did the Leone method where you cut it in half, put it out one day, one another day, or.
This one's long enough to probably do that because, technically, the way I'm doing it this week is I will have something backlogged because I did bite the bullet and just release that one for myself, which I'm happy I did because the clip of me
your cake talk is crazy.
Yeah, no, so I'm happy that I would be able to be at least funny, at least ridiculous, or if someone could form an opinion on it and hold that opinion, that means I did something correct. As in, they can be I'm hearing what he's saying and I disagree with it. If you heard it enough to disagree with it, then hell yeah.
Oh, I agree completely on your take on ice cream. Ice cream is amazing. But
I love ice cream. It's my favorite thing in the world.
I didn't always say this. I'm not a huge cake person either. But I'm not going to say that some of it's not good. It's usually wedding cake that's actually good.
Sometimes it hits, bro. Sometimes
it's very rare. I had this a friend of mine growing up, and his mom would make this German chocolate cake that I don't even use the phrase slapped very often. It slapped like a motherfucker, and I've had people try to recreate it. It does not slap.
Something about the way them Germans use them ovens. Like, nobody can use it the way they can, Adam. I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, how do I do this? Because I'm hammered. I'm like, I still got it. Come on, man. I got it. These goddamn pants. Brought to you by Big Chief. They're illegal in our state.
Yeah. The views of the Jamal Rahal do not represent the views of all of his guests.
Yeah, I am not a racist. But Adam loves the Jews. So like I was thinking, man, I don't know why I still do video format. I don't know if it's because it's like my vanity, but it's also like I think it's fun.
You should put it on an audio version as well, though.
I do.
Do you? I always watch the video one because I like
they're all on Spotify and Apple Music and Anchor.
Really?
They're all of them.
Now you tell me. I've been watching them on YouTube like a fucking rube.
You don't have to watch them. You can listen to them now. Well, you've always been able to listen to them now.
You've always been able to listen to them now.
I mean, since the Drew
same name.
Same name.
What's
on
the
Spotify.
logo?
It's the logo of me and my dog. It's like it used to be my old profile picture. The one of me and my dog, like our heads are together. And then because it was taken with the portrait mode on my camera, and everything on Spotify, and for at least the audio stuff is like their format is if you're gonna post a picture or a logo or anything or a thumbnail for anything, it's all square like Instagram format.
Right.
So that was already that, and it was made with the portrait mode. So it looked really like just pretty, and I'm with my dog. I'm wearing a bright like Hawaiian shirt. My hairline looks okay, but I'm with my doggy, and it's.
Did your mom pick this picture?
My sister took this picture.
Okay.
And but it's a nice picture, and I put the logo, covered all of JamalRahal, and that's the logo, and it looks real good for it.
It's a cool name too.
I was like, I think it's real funny to.
Do you classify this as comedy?
The description for it is Jamal and his friends mostly talk about comedy and the horrifically horrible things about life, or something stupid like that. I was real drunk. I re-edited it again the other night, and I was like really hammered. I was like, I'm feeling myself. I'm about to say some crazy shit. Mm-hmm. Like, Jamal, we out here talking about the facts, dog. So like, this pen's amazing. So anyways, I don't know if it's like I was gonna say the reason was like I don't know why I bothered doing the video anymore because the audio ones kind of do better.
Yeah, because it's a long commitment to watching a YouTube video unless you have YouTube Red.
I have what's called YouTube Premium now. I have YouTube Red.
Shows how much I know about it.
Yeah, but I have YouTube Premium now, and honestly, for me, it's worth it because I love a lot of my visual stuff. But
you might as well do both.
But to be able to, I have both. But like to be able to kind of lock it when I need to, it's awesome. But it's like, but then it's like, well, why don't you just listen to the one on Spotify? Because it's the same thing with the Rogan when it's on Spotify. But it's like if I have that option, it's like, oh my god, look at this. Sorry, but for our listeners out there, it's like, nope.
How often do you do that though?
Every time. Every time I'm listening to something that has an audio, and thing, and I can like clock it up. If I'm listening to Flagrant 2, if I'm watching, it's been a minute since I've watched like a Rogan stuff. He hasn't just had any like guests. I'm like, okay, I don't want to listen.
That's because you're not checking because it's only showing up on. You have to go to Spotify to check.
Well, I'm on Spotify all the time.
I'm never looking up podcasts on Spotify.
I'm never looking up podcasts on Spotify, but if I want to, because he still has clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if I see a clip about,
that's how I discovered. Yeah,
that's exactly. So.
But back when I had iTunes or when he was on Apple Podcasts, that's how I would discover.
I never use Apple Podcasts.
I'm on Apple Podcasts.
I never use Apple Podcasts because it takes up too much data. Evidently, it just doesn't. I have unlimited data, but it's just like, hey, you use unlimited data this month. I'm like, why didn't?
Where do you listen to podcasts on?
Spotify and YouTube.
YouTube. That doesn't take up data. Nope. It's streaming video. No. Yeah. For those listening,
I do genuinely like a lot of the and also I like a lot of like the stuff I like.
This wine is so much better than that white wine.
It is, bro. Cheers, brother. This is longest podcast, finest podcast so far. I like proving to myself that I'm funny, bro.
You are,
and I like how like we like really leaned into this last part. We're like, hell yeah, bro.
Dude. I could talk about the future and how the world's gonna change.
Have me back on yours, and we can talk only about that shit. I could send you the videos I saw, and then y'all could like have that as reference, and we could just talk about that shit.
If you'd done well the first time, yeah, we'd have done that.
Okay, cool.
I'm kidding.
No, so it's like when I really think about it, it's like the shit I watch.
You're one of our highest rated episodes.
Hell yeah!
I'm kidding. I made that up.
Thank you. So I know it's not true, but
it might be. I don't know. Mark handles all that shit.
My most popular one is Mikey Biggs.
Really?
Yeah, because he's hilarious. Probably, I don't know that one. Okay, so you know that moment when
Coos
like, his clip blew up on fucking like YouTube for me, and as in blew up, it's like usually like on YouTube I'll get like my max is like 30 views. And then like this clip of we're talking about the Matrix or whatever.
Yeah.
200 and plus. So I was like, that's pretty good for 30 subscribers. Pretty good.
I feel like a lot. I mean, what do I know? But I feel like a lot of YouTube blowing up is the title of the video and the picture, the thumbnail.
The thumbnail's solid because it is like Will Smith as Neo, and I didn't realize fucking Matrix is coming out this year.
Yeah.
And so I didn't realize I had like landed. So
has it been filmed and all that shit?
I think so, yeah. So when it comes out, bro, that's just gonna probably pop again. So I'm like, I have the hashtags ready for that shit. Matrix is real. The Matrix 4. The Matrix. Like I'm just ready. So, but like,
I cannot foresee or imagine a new Matrix movie that could be good.
I don't think so either.
I don't see it.
Mm-mm.
The Wachowski twins. Wachowski.
Call them the Wachowskis.
Yep. They've jumped the shark. Fucking somebody please explain to me why Cloud Atlas is good.
I never saw it. It looked dumb.
Everyone that I've talked to about it is like, oh, this is amazing. I'm like, okay, why? You just don't get it. I'm like, explain to me, why is this good?
If your argument is like you just don't get it,
yeah, that means you don't have an argument.
which is like the whole thing I was yelling at you about Futurama about. You don't fucking get it.
I told you I just don't like the characters, but and I don't find it funny. And but we don't need to go back into that because we can talk about.
But you actually watched Cloud Atlas. You didn't watch Futurama.
I watched enough Futurama.
No, you did.
Well, look, you watch Cloud Atlas. I'll watch Futurama.
That's so not fair.
Yeah, Cloud Atlas is only 4 hours.
No, you have a lot.
16 seasons.
10 or 12 or something like that. 10 or 12. 10 or 12. So, okay. You're really good at this game.
Yep.
Let's do celebrities.
Life?
Life.
Oh.
Let's do celebrities. Fuck, marry, kill. You go first.
Finally, okay. Let's see here. Let's just go off the top of the dome.
Go for it.
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
Jessica Alba.
Okay.
Jessica Biel.
Oh, that's so hard! They're all so awesome.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Fuck. I'm gonna marry Scarlett Johansson.
Of course you are.
Yes.
Everyone should answer that, or else you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm gonna, you know.
Did you see her on Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And
Okay,
she like asked for a
Adam,
beer. I was like,
Adam,
"I'll marry me right now."
Oh, hope to.
Fuck Colin Jost.
I want to be famous.
Fuck Colin Jost.
I want to be famous, but fuck, I don't want to be like over here saying these creepy things about famous people. Be like, I heard your podcast. You know, I was like, I want to know who you're about, and I just saw this clip. You talk about me. You marry me for real, Jamal? I'm like, yes, Miss ScarJo. Anyways,
yes. Are you fucking kidding me?
and so I wasn't talking about him, but so Jamal, keep going. I'm like, yes, Miss ScarJo. So marry Scarlett Johansson.
Yep.
Make sweet love to Jessica Alba and Kill Bill.
Yep. Completely agree with you on that one.
Easy. Okay. Okay. Aubrey Plaza.
Yep.
Halle Berry.
Yep.
Anna Kendrick.
Oh man, that threw a wrench into it.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to go all over the place.
Oh man, that really throws a wrench into it.
Because I love her. I love them all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love all these people. I love people.
Man, I guess I would go with fuck Halle Berry.
Okay.
Marry Anna Kendrick.
Okay.
Kill real life Daria.
That's funny.
I've said that, Jamal. I said that years ago, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they've already made it or not. But
Yeah.
She was a Daria.
I'm torn between marrying. You know what? Maybe real life Daria is just like maybe something like a childhood thing of mine. Maybe you know. Okay, so I'll make sweet love to Aubrey Plaza.
Okay.
That marrying thing's hard.
We get it. You don't like black women. Just say it.
So
just
to prove that I like black women, I picked to marry Anna Kendrick. And
Exactly. Exactly.
And sorry, Storm.
Anna Kendrick. She has
She's
weird
funny.
lips.
She's funny.
I mean, I married her in my scenario, but
Yeah,
she
okay.
seemed like the coolest person.
She has weird lips. She has weird lips. I bet you're a bad kisser, bro. Okay.
That's
okay.
neither here nor there.
New round. Okay. Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
What's that fuck his name? Ryan Gosling. Damn, that's hard.
Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Gosling. All right.
That's hard. You know what?
Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Mm-hmm.
Killing Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
I've heard and seen that he is a pain in the dick.
Okay.
Plus, he's a good-looking guy, I guess, but not better looking.
I think
not any better looking than the other two.
I think it's good. I think as far as looks, I think he is like the least in the list.
Plus, America's had enough. We can kill one American and be okay. The other two are Canadian.
Yes, that is true.
I'm gonna kill, or no, I'm gonna fuck Gosling. Because I feel like he wouldn't be as fun to be around if I have to marry a guy.
Yeah, he seems cool.
If I have to marry a guy, can you think of a guy who seems more fun or more cool or more chill than Ryan Reynolds? He married Alanis Morissette, for fuck's sake.
Oh, he did.
Dude, yes he did. Ryan Reynolds.
Did he divorce her?
Yeah.
Okay, so like.
I don't know. She'd be a divorcee. I don't know.
But anyways, I mean, he's with Blake Lively now, and I don't like her as an actress. As a person.
That's a fair criticism. I've seen her. She was good
but
in the town.
I guess the only thing that was good for Green Lantern was that they got to meet. So good for them. A child.
Green Lantern was an abomination.
I never saw it because it looked terrible. So okay, for me, I'd kill Ryan Reynolds because he's annoying. I love him, but he's annoying. Like I like.
He is annoying.
I like Deadpool,
okay.
but I don't like the way he does Deadpool to the point where it's just like like the way he swears. It's like you know you
it's
make
over
fun
the
of
top.
someone. You make fun of someone. It's like I'll just call you a fucking asshole, Adam. But he's like you cock dribbling. Like shut up.
So I said this in the moment, and I completely agree with you. I was like, I know this sounds weird, but the swearing was over the top. It was too much.
Yeah. Because sometimes, swearing can be like, okay, so it's like I'm not going to name any names, but someone was talking to me about like something about the bar, and it's like, yeah, and this chick was sucking my dick. I'm like, bro, relax.
Too much.
That sounds aggressive. I don't like the term like, I don't like to call, not even like, I genuinely like people who genuinely, unironically, seriously call vagina pussy, bro.
What?
Pussy. It's just like.
What do you call it?
Vagina. I call it a vagina.
That's a weird hill to die on.
No, but I don't know why. I mean, think about the people who are just like, yeah, bro, who. Okay, so you know how like I jokingly am like, yeah, bro, I was crushing puss. That unironically, genuinely, someone who's like pussy, bro. The thing about puss, bro, it's like.
I see that.
It's that same guy. It's that same guy.
So it's not in a joking manner.
No, it's the same guy who was like that guy too loud at the bar. Who was like, "Yeah, bro, this chick was sucking my dick." I'm like, "Dude, stop. That's a little much." Bartender's female. Like, you're being creepy and weird. Like, I'm uncomfortable.
And I've had this conversation with some women too. Like,
but so like someone who's having
vagina sounds so technical.
No, I don't know, man.
It is the literal. Vag sounds disgusting.
Vag, a puss. Bro, I was out there just getting some pussy. Like, I don't know, man.
Like, if you're a girl and you want to like tell a guy to go down on you, what do you say?
That's a hard question. First off,
I want you to lick my vagina.
I gotta switch.
I want you to kiss my vagina.
I gotta switch fucking braids here.
Yeah, get in that woman brain.
Let me be a woman here.
Okay.
Oh, Adam's here. I'm gonna leave.
You son of a bitch.
That's gonna be a clip. That's gonna be a clip.
Fuck this guy. I'm trying to get him to expand his brain, and he goes for the easy joke. It was funny though.
Women ain't gotta ask me. I just do it. So
that's not what your ex said. Anyway,
you be talking to my exes, bro. You that dude who's like, "Hey man, you just broke up with my boy."
That is the shittiest person of all time, right? That's the person you cut out of your life. Somebody who's willing to do that.
I mean, I've done it. I'm kidding. I mean, I'll do it.
I've never done it. Never done it in my life.
Well, women don't talk to you anyway, so it's an easy hit. Like, I will never do that to my bros, bro. Hey, you ain't gotta worry about me, bro. I'll never hit on your girl, bro. You gotta worry about me stealing her, bro. When Radliff's around, I turn down the charm. Because I ain't gonna fuck up your thing.
That's look. Not that it's like not that there's any chance that I can steal anything. But that's true.
No, I'm not saying that.
I would never hit on my friend's girlfriend.
There is the thing of that, like, I would not hit on, like, friend's girlfriend.
People do that shit.
But the angle I was going at for me was that, like, I'll turn down the charm because if I did it, bro, she'd be mine,
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, bro, cheers.
Yeah, that is not the angle.
Hey, if I'm talking to her, she's mine, bro. Yeah, so, Adam, like, good luck with whoever lady you start dating because she's going to be mine, bro. I'm kidding. I have a girlfriend. I have to mention that every now and again. Not because I have to prove him straight, but because...
She is really cool,
she's tight.
Almost too cool for your story. Nah, anyway. She organized that birthday for you? That was way too cool.
We were an hour into that party for me before I even realized.
Yeah.
I was like...
Charles, you don't get him wasted before he even shows up at the party. There's other ways of tricking him there.
Bro, because, like, legit, honestly, once I realized it was a surprise party, I should have just started drinking water and sobering up. But then again, the night ended right around when I was about to pass out. Anyways, people started leaving, so it worked out. But, like, still.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Ariana Grande.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's real hard. Man, bro, I'm gonna kill Ariana Grande.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry Miley, bro.
You're goddamn right you are.
I'm gonna fuck Taylor Swift.
Yes, that's the only answer. That is the only answer.
If
Ariana Grande looks like a child.
Thank you. Even though
Taylor Swift is a fucking bitch.
Even though I think her and I are the same age, or she's a year older than me. But
no, I think trust me, she's definitely of age. But she looks like a child.
She looks like a child. No, and it's not that. But it's like if I'm gonna have someone like write an album about me, I'm gonna have like the wash up do it. I'm gonna have the because Ariana Grande writes a song about you, bro. That shit's going viral. She'd be like, he ain't shit. His name is Radliff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But like Taylor Swift would just be like, just watch this.
She's dogging you out though. She's gonna be like, she's gonna make you famous from her diss track.
Either way, bro. I'm gonna get famous either way, but I want to be like, oh, that's the dude that Taylor talked about in his new album, not the dude that fucking Ariana dragged through the fucking.
Not to mention, I can't respect anyone who's hooked up with Pete Davidson.
Okay.
That dude's trash. That dude is trash. I actually watched his stand-up.
Me and my sister, what is it? I haven't watched his stand-up. But like my sister, like I just got HBO Max, as in I asked my mom for her password and I gave it to my sister.
You watched the King of New Jersey?
She watched the King of Connecticut, and
it's not Connecticut.
I know it's Staten Island, but it's like I thought we were doing a bit. I was like, I didn't watch the Prince of fucking Persia, dude. Okay, so like
Jake Gyllenhaal film
Prince of Persia starring Pete Davidson. She's like, dude. Bill Burr's a fucking great actor.
He's decent.
Pete Davidson kind of really sucks though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, explain to me how Pete Davidson or what's her Jones? What's her first name?
What are we talking about?
Leslie Jones exists. They're both SNL alumni at the same time. Well, actually, Pete Davidson's still on it. Leslie Jones is the worst cast member in SNL history. I stopped watching SNL a long time ago. Not that I ever like was consistent about it, but I never really watched that shit. I like the classic stuff. I watched that as a kid. Like, you know, I want to know what your version of the classic stuff is. Probably like the late Jimmy Fallon years.
Will Ferrell.
Okay.
You know, so I got to see Cowbell.
Oh my god!
I got to see Cowbell and stuff like that. But anyways, I never got to see Leslie Jones do that stuff. But in the other stuff that I saw her in, I enjoyed her. Did you see her in The League? She was in one episode, like when Andre, who you're the Andre of our group, was.
Because I'm bald.
No, because you're you.
God damn you, Jamal.
So, anyways, but like he was doing the stand-up class, like something you would do, and
the fuck you say? Mister, I got a joke joint to do.
The one time I did it. Fucking 6 years ago. I was underage. Anyways. So no, but she was like they were in the comedy class.
Who?
And
Leslie Jones?
Andre and Leslie Jones, and he was like, I'm trying to just find my thing, you know what I mean? Like
I hear her stand-up's fun.
He's like, you have a thing? And she's like, what's my thing? And he's like, you have a thing. And he's like, what's my thing? Like, you're doing it right now. You have a thing. You know what I mean? Like that, like she was real funny in that.
She was so one note on SNL. it just turned. I don't
like the Ghostbusters movie, but like she was my favorite part of that movie.
I didn't see it.
I
didn't like the original Ghostbusters.
So Tyler Tibbs, that's a hot take.
It is. Yeah, I've got a lot of shit for that.
So Tyler Tibbs and I, he used to like rent a room in my house, and he would hang out with my dad a lot. He didn't have a dad. You know what's funny is like Tyler's dad, his name is Carlos, which is hilarious. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, like you had to be there.
I just assumed his dad's name was Brent.
I know, right? But it's like, but like, bro,
stop telling that joke, Tyler.
That joke's his best joke, anyways. But
exactly.
He told me one day, like, yeah, bro, I was just like hanging out, getting real high. And then I just walked downstairs and your dad, he's got an accent. He's like, hey, Tyler, you want to watch this movie? It's really funny. And it's like Ghostbusters 2016. So I watched that shit with that man. That shit was all right, bro. I was just happy to see him be happy.
Yeah, there's something, like, look.
I like the fact that the other day, my dad was just watching Twilight. Just watching.
Was it good?
I saw it when it came out because, like, it was like this guy.
Because you thought you were a vampire.
No, this guy, I am a vampire. There was this guy who like had a birthday party that everyone was gonna watch a movie together, and we gonna invite some bitches. I'm like, all right, that's cool, man. It's 8th grade.
Your dad said this?
It's this friend I was friends with in 8th grade, and then like, what movie you gonna watch, dude? And he's like, Twilight. I was like, God damn it, I watched it.
Probably a smart move, actually.
It was a great move, but not really. But anyways, the movie was all right.
What's the best vampire movie?
You know, I was talking to Sam about it the other day. I was like, dude,
Orrin Palmer.
When is you're just hitting it with the deep cuts no one's gonna care about. But then again, who else is gonna listen to the people who know what the fuck we're talking about?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
But it's like, dude, when is the next cool vampire thing coming out? And like mainstream media, something that's really cool that vampire is kind of related coming out is like the new Resident Evil game is like they're vampire kind of ish in the new thing. Other than that, in like movies.
28 Days Later was the last good vampire thing.
That's not a vampire movie. You're thinking of 30 Days.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking zombies too.
You're thinking 30 Days a Night.
No, I was thinking zombies.
Oh.
And I was thinking 28 Days Later.
Okay, so
vampires. The
last good vampire movie was 30 Days a Night. I think.
I didn't see it.
It's real good.
Good concept. I heard it's in Alaska, right?
Yeah, it's like during that time where sometimes it's 30 days of just all the sun. 30 days of
all night. Yeah. That's a good concept.
It's cool. No, so like, but like after Twilight, it's like, bro, like how much longer are we gonna have to wait before something cool? Like
I watched True Blood, unfortunately.
I don't watch TV shows.
TV shows are the future. We are in the absolute yes.
I need to.
We are in the golden age.
I have Disney Plus, and I need to watch WandaVision because I love Marvel stuff. I like that stuff. I need to watch Marvel, but like I didn't care about Vision so much.
Nobody does.
No, but like when WandaVision was coming out, the thing that attracted me about it wasn't the fact that I was just like I didn't care about Vision so much that when I'm seeing the trailers for this new show, I forgot he died.
He got the stone ripped out of his head.
I forgot. So when I see this show, it's him as a main character. I'm like, oh, tight, bro. I love Elizabeth Olsen. I like her as an actress, and I think she's hot.
Who's Elizabeth Olsen?
Scarlet Witch. She's my background on my phone, though.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about that character. You know that, right?
I like that person.
She may be a great actress.
I like people to exist. That's the first thing I said. Anyways, I like her. So anyways, I like her, so I will support anything she does, even if that character. But I also like X-Men shit, so it's just like that's as close as we're gonna get the X-Men right now.
Did you watch Dark Phoenix?
No, I gave up. Honestly, I know it's stupid.
I
loved X-Men stuff. I need to finish that because I thought it was boring. But like I was also like burnt out on X-Men stuff. Because I've loved X-Men literally my entire life. I like the '90s cartoon.
I love the cartoon.
The old video games. I like the early 2000s cartoon. I liked a lot of X-Men stuff. I grew up.
Which one's for the early 2000s cartoon?
X-Men Revolution.
I don't know if I watched that one. I watched the early '90s.
It was like for the way it looked, you'd be like, oh, that looks like the title sequence looks kind of cringe, but you watch it, it's actually very good. It holds up surprisingly well for a 2000s property.
It wasn't just an action show.
Exactly.
It had some heart to it.
So like I love X-Men, and so like, but after like after the third movie, I guess like I was young enough to like not understand that movie sucked at the time. You know what I mean? But if you watch those in a row, they all are on par.
Exactly.
It's like same thing with the Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
Watch them all in a row, all on par. Because I was watching Spider-Man 3 because it was on.
Exactly. And when hate likes to hate on it.
I was like, hold on. First fight scene, solid. You know what I mean? Because like everyone can say that part where he loses the ring. The part where he loses the ring in that first fight
everyone in that audience, anytime you're watching that movie, he loses the ring, you go just with him. You know what I mean? So it's like it takes a good movie to bring you into that. And then like the Birth of the Sandman, the last fight's pretty cool. Like you know what I mean? So there's
the bad guys in the movie kind of sucked.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, after you go from the best bad guy in the fucking, but then when you watch part one, you're like, hey, part one was kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah,
dude.
Exactly.
We'll meet again, Spider-Man. Like go to. Bro, he throws a bomb that's right next to his daughter and his son and his girlfriend. Like, Jesus Christ.
And I love Willem Dafoe. It's just
Willem
like he
Dafoe's
wasn't getting
man.
it. But yeah, that's true. Like,
fun fact about Willem Dafoe, he's like, when I did like that most famous roles thing or whatever, and he's like, I know what kind of person is gonna tell me that their favorite movie is Boondock Saints already when they're walking up to me. I know that they're gonna say, oh yeah, Boondock Saints.
Did you watch? He had this movie called like The Florida Project.
I'm gonna see it.
Oh man, it's a good movie, but it is depressing. It takes place in Florida.
I would have never guessed.
And he is like this like janitor / property manager for like this really shitty like mix between like a motel and a apartment complex.
You should have said. You should honestly. I really thought you were about to be like really committed to the baby. Like it's kind of like mix between a hotel and a motel and a holiday Inn.
That would have been hilarious.
Thank you guys. Hey, we did it.
We did it.
Covered all with Jamal Rahal. Thank you guys. We did it. Anyway, so sound effects work.
Yes, I'm a big fan.
What were we talking about?
You had picked that you were gonna fuck Taylor, marry Miley, and kill Ariana Grande.
Yes.
So
I don't like the way she sings because like I'm sorry, Ariana Grande.
I don't like the way any of them sing.
She sings really well.
Miley's the catchiest.
She sings really well, Ariana. But I'm like, you're not black. Stop trying to sing like you are. I'm gonna say it. It's Black History Month. I'm gonna say it. Ariana Grande, we coming for you.
She made the list tonight.
She made the list tonight. I'm gonna scratch off Adam Radliff. I'm gonna have someone of equal, if not more, clout to replace his spot. Ariana Grande, welcome to They Gotta Go. That's how much I love you, dog. All right, give me one more fuck, marry, kill. I guess like we're at almost 2 hours, but I could keep going.
This has been gone. Let's see here. Michelle Obama.
All
right. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay.
And who's a monster? So I shouldn't have said Obama at first. So Ghislaine Maxwell, scratch Michelle Obama.
Okay.
Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's see here. Paula Deen.
Okay.
Fuck. Donald Trump.
Okay. One of those people is in jail. I was like, for a second, is Paula Deen in jail for anything? I don't think so. No, you didn't go. You didn't go to jail for being racist.
She just got canceled for being
racist.
racist.
So I'm like, okay.
Trump also not in jail yet.
Yeah, maybe. I got to think about this. So for the fucking sake of my future, I'm gonna have to marry Paula Deen. She's the only one who's not gonna be in prison.
Okay.
I'm gonna murder Donald Trump just on principle.
So you're letting the multiple, decade-long pedophile.
I think
you're fucking her.
I think she's hot, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think
Damn. Hot take.
I think hell yeah.
Yeah, you might want to cut this part.
I think she's bro. Fucking Tim Dillon was wearing a Free Ghislaine shirt on.
Was he really?
Yes. Like, this episode with Alex Jones. So it's like, bro, we can say whatever the fuck we want. Not that I'm like anywhere near as cool or as talented as him.
Don't you miss
still
Alex Jones though? Come on.
No, I never really watched him.
Oh, I didn't watch him seriously, but like every once in a while.
No, you know, straight up, Alex Jones' Prison Planet was this band, this death metal band.
It wasn't his band. It was
it was this band where they would fucking like just take audio from it and they would just fucking shred over it with some doom death metal shit. They took that shit off Spotify. Okay,
you heard about that
Joe Biden,
didn't you?
Joe Biden. No, I found that out and then he brought it up to me. And I was like, yeah, I know, I'm pissed off about it. Joe Biden, if you can do fucking anything this year other than ruin my birthday.
Free Alex Jones!
Free Alex Jones! All right, we got Adam Radliff here. Tell them where they can find you. No Country for Middle-Aged Men on anywhere you can find podcasts. You know, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You know what I mean? Like their page on Facebook, Adam Radliff. Your fucking Instagram name is weird. I don't know what it is.
Adam Jr. Like Adam Jr. 1985.
Okay.
So it's Adam Jeremy Radliff. This is actually my name.
That's funny.
I think it's just 85. It's not 1985.
Yeah.
I never ever fuck around on Instagram.
You should.
I don't care about pictures.
You should.
For obvious reasons.
You should.
Calm down, Jerry Seinfeld. You should. What's
Picture.
So I don't fuck around on Instagram very much. But follow No Country for Middle-Aged Men on Instagram. We have an Instagram page for that on Facebook. I have a show coming up, Finn's Comedy Showcase at Finn's here in Houston on the 22nd.
They didn't book me on that, goddammit.
Weren't you on the first one?
What is this place?
Finn's, it's Mathis Jones's place.
No, it was not that. So anyway, the 22nd.
Well, obviously they make good.
This will be out
they
this
make
week.
Good,
so
they
this
make good
plug,
booking decisions.
So this plug will actually work because this will be out this week.
Exactly. I feel bad. So like, I have my own podcast that I put out like every fucking week, and I always forget to plug shit that I'm gonna do.
Well, because you're an ensemble group. You know,
Our
what I mean?
podcast.
So it's easy to forget. Like, hey, let me just not make this by myself real quick.
But like, let's be serious. If like, I am to No Country for Middle-Aged Men as Trey Tutson is to Whiskey Brothers. It's the way it is.
That's a deep ass cut. And that's exactly how I feel. I agree with you completely, absolutely.
Oh, Finn's Comedy Showcase, Finn Hall Comedy Showcase, February 22nd. No, not 22nd, 26th. 26, February 26th. Jamal is like done hearing about this.
No, February 22nd, we're going to be on
26.
No, February 22nd, we're both going to be doing a
Coup show. Yeah.
Right?
So I'm also doing Coup show on the 22nd.
Standing room only. Yeah, absolutely. Like,
yeah.
Shit,
I was supposed to do Phil's on the 12th, but I got boned, so I'm doing it like in late March.
Straight up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me a date on when I was supposed to do that. It was an off date. It was a day the right was supposed to be happening. So I was like, bro, you could have just told me no.
Yeah. So actually, he boned. Never mind. It's another story. We don't really need to talk about that guy.
Everybody, I love Adam Radliff. I love y'all. It's been covered.
Check out our shit.
JamalRahal.